Hi guys, welcome to Dell Gaming Academy FACE-OFF for League of Legends. And today we have two of the Sri Lanka's most talked about League of Legends teams and who will be battling off against each other. And at the same time, we to do the casting, we actually brought one of the Sri Lanka's best mid lane players for League of Legends. He also represented the country, and that's none other than Ashlyx Salit, also known as Ashen Game. What's up, Ash? Welcome to our live stream.
Thank you. It's good to be back, Hela. What an exciting game we have today.
I mean, exactly right. I mean, two of the most talked League of Legends teams happening at this, battling off against each other. And we also know it's Team PnX versus Team Noble Alliance. And guys, as you can see, Team PnX introducing you guys all their 5 members for today. That's Manusha, Lakshan, also known as Hydra in game, Ashen, Semithu, also known as the Shy Boy, Sajitha, Suranjana, also known as Cav 69420, and at the same time Nisal, Ranaweerasinghe, that's Nishastic, and also Prathibha, Dissanayaka, that's Ashlyx in game. And at the same time, we also have the New Balance team for today, and that's Achintha, Konara, it's Nightmare, Bhanuka, Rathnayake, Xiaoraven, it's Raven, and at the same time Anjana, Amarasingha, Real Mojo, Booshitha, Ekanayake, that's Booshi, and also Harivarshen, Selvarajah. And at the same time, that's Unseen Blade. I think I pretty much know Unseen Blade. I don't know how though. I don't even play the game. But at the same time, Ash, let's get into the game and start talking right now. So Ash, so what do you think this match would be like? It's Team PnX versus Team Noble Alliance. These two teams have been, going along for a very long time. And, this is like one of the most talked and, one of the most anticipated games happening today. So what do you think would happen in this gameplay?
Yeah, I mean, I think the last time the two teams went against each other, Team PnX, Team Black was able to come up on top, and they were able to win the series in 2-1 series, in 2-1 lead. But this time around, we have player change in Team Vanguard. That's basically the NA team. And without talking too much about the teams, shall we go to the draft? I think the draft has started, Ella.
Exactly. Let's go into the draft and see what's happening.
All right, so the Team PnX has banned the Malzahar and the Lissandra. So talking about the Lissandra, I think it's an obvious ban because the last time the two teams went against each other, Unseen Blade played an amazing Lissandra. He was able to do so much with that pick alone. And so from Team NA, we see the Kassadin and Javan being banned. Actually, Kassadin, understandable because it's one of the Hydra's most comfort picks, and it's when you go late game, it's a unstoppable champion. So, but I'm not quite sure about the intent behind the Javan ban. And they round up the ban with the Rel, and Team PnX round up their banning session with the Mordekaiser.
And Ash, just talking about this gameplay, so I mean these two teams might have been fighting against each other for like a lot of time right now, and at the same time, like, does these guys know what they actually like, as in like there are like there are like characters, there are like heroes in this gameplay as well. So like, do the opponents know that these heroes are the heroes that the other team will be picking up? Like powerful heroes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think both the teams have a really good idea about what the other team, not only the champions they play, also the play style the other team plays. Like I said, that's why the Lissandra ban came out from Team PnX. So the both team have really good information about what other team is good at. So I mean, it's the best kind of two teams in Sri Lanka. So that's what we expect from these two teams. And also talking about the picks, Team PnX has gone for the Kai'Sa, and Team NA has gone for the Hecarim.
Now, who do you actually think we should be afraid of right now? I mean, player-wise and hero-wise. I mean, it's a pretty hard question, Ash. It's a pretty hard question. I mean, of course, we should fear you, to be honest, from starters. But apart from that, Ash, what do you think? Who should be actually fear in this gameplay? The champions and the player as well.
I mean, in terms of players, I would say for PnX, Shaiba is definitely one of the players that you have to look out for, because even the last best of 3 series they played, Shaiba was playing insanely well. In the third game, I think it was the third game, he was basically solo carrying the entire game. And he has that potential. He's like, I think he's the best jungler in the Sri Lanka right now. So he has that potential to, to make that difference and, to win the game all by himself. And also talking about Team NA, we have a lot of talent coming in. We have Unseen Blade coming in as the new mid laner, and I think he has a lot of potential. He played the last series really, really well. And also we have Royal Booshi. I think it's his debut game with the Team NA, so I'm very excited to see how he perform in this new team.
Exactly, and this a best out of 3, and this is the first game we'll be starting off today, and it's Team PnX versus Team Noble Alliance happening right here, right now in this Dell Gaming Academy face-off for League of Legends. And with that, our co-caster for today, that's Ash, one of the best mid lane players in the country. Just talking about how mid laning phases is, like what do you have to do in mid lane? Like, what are the advices you could give these players? Not just these players, like the viewers also. Like, what kind of advice could you give them to while playing mid lane? Like, from your opinion, at least. Like,
I mean, I haven't played for I think 3 or 4 months, so I might be old already, but I think mid lane is mostly currently, I think mid lane is all about shoving and making that map impact, making sure that you have pressure in all your side lanes, and helping out your jungler as much as possible. And and when it comes to team fights, going for the proper targets, and if you're playing assassin and bursting, and if you're playing something like control mage, being that stronghold for the team. So I mean, it's really hard for me to tell that this is what a mid laner should do, because I think the mid laner is kind of a role that you should be able to do everything. So it comprises all the other roles as well. So I mean, we have really 2 mid laners. I think we have like 2 best mid laners in this game itself, the Unseen Blade and Hydra. So I'm very excited to see how these 2 players go against each other in this game. Because last time it was such a treat for us to watch, and I think this time it's not going to be different.
And at the same time, Ash, just to bother you 1 second, so as like the previous games and all, so for this picking phase as well, like, do they give like a high priority to your mid lane hero, like something like picking last or something?
Currently, I think in terms of, if we take the international stage, the priority is given for the junglers, because junglers plays I think a better role, because junglers play a really big role in the early game, and currently the meta is all about the early game. So they tend to go for Hecarim. The 2 main picks right now is Hecarim and Udyr, and that's just the international stage. But when it comes to local, people tend to go pick what they are comfortable with. I mean, if they're really good at a champion, they just go for that champion if that champion is open.
Exactly, and with that, guys, I think it's a last picking phase for Noob Alliance. So let's see if they could actually get that pick off and see how the game is being played. So right now, who do you think the junglers are for both teams? Like I know Noob Alliance hasn't picked that jungler yet, right?
Yeah. So both the teams have picked their junglers. So
okay.
PnX has gone with the Kindred, and Noob Alliance has gone with the Hecarim. So the drafting has ended. So talking about a little bit of the both the teams drafting. Last time, what we saw, what worked really well for Team PnX was going for those hard engaged comps like Malphite, Hecarim, getting those Akali, getting those champions where they can just go for the backline and kill the Nightmare and kill their carries and win the team fight from that. But this time around, they have changed a little bit. I mean, they still have that firepower. They have Nishastic on set, they have Ashley on Leona, and hydrã on Silas. But in terms for jungle, they have picked Kindred. Shaibai, he has been played. He played Kindred long time back, but I haven't seen him playing Kindred recently, and I'm quite excited to see how he perform on this champion. And talking about the NA draft, so they have gone. I feel like they have gone for the peel the AD carry kind of combo. Nightmare has gone for his signature champion Aphelios, and we have Real Mojo on Lulu. And Unseen Blade on Cassiopeia, another really good carry, and Raven on Urgot, which is one of his comfort champions, and Booshi on Hecarim. So draft, I feel like
Exactly. I mean, before getting into that, Ash, I mean, speaking of the drafting phases, who do you think who has the advantage right now through drafting phase? Like, who do you think could get the early game advantage?
I mean, it's really hard to say because I feel like both the drafts are pretty much equal. I mean,
Okay.
I mean, it's really hard to say, honest, but I feel like Team PnX has a little bit advantage on this draft, I would say, because they have set Silas and Leona, which still good, but I don't really see how Kindred will fit into their comp.
I
Because
mean, yeah, like finally it all comes to the skill basis, right?
yeah, definitely. So it all comes down to execution. But I mean, it like draft doesn't matter at all if you can't, execute your draft. And
Exactly.
yeah, so I feel like PnX have a little bit of advantage, but I'm still kind of confused on what the role that Kindred will play in team fights and so on. But I feel like, but then Keep said that I feel like if the game goes too late, Aphelios and Cassiopeia is going to scale insanely, and it's going to be very hard for PnX to deal with that.
And at the same time, talking about, just keeping the drafting phase like aside, like now getting this, I mean, getting back to this gameplay, what do you actually think could these two teams do in this game phase? Something they could actually get an advantage of, like a upper hand or something like that. Like example for going for gangs, or like early game ganking mid lane, or so, like what do you think they should be doing in this gameplay that they could take that advantage of?
I mean, it depends on the team perspective. I mean, for PnX Black, I think that their main objective is, to get the solo lanes priority. I mean, Silas and Set can get the priority very easily so that their Kindred can, invade and get those camps. Because Kindred, the jungle heavily depends on the amount of souls that you take. So sometimes the souls get spawned on the other jungle, sometimes their jungle. So they have to make sure the Kindred doesn't fall behind. So I feel like that's their game plan, where they can get the lane priority on all three lanes. Even Kaisa and Leona has a really good laning phase, and get the Kindred ahead and win the team fights through that. And talking about the NA draft, I feel like they don't want to take any crazy fights in the early on, because they have an Aphelios, Cassiopeia, and a Lulu. So they want to scale as much as they can, and they want to fight once they get their items.
Exactly. And at the same time, we should also remind you guys are watching the Dell Gaming Academy face-off for League of Legends. And it's, two of the most talked about teams happening for League of Legends, and we'll be battling off against each other as well. That's none other than Team PnX versus Team Noob Alliance, happening right here, right now. So I think we can get to the game and see, what's going on right now. It's a best out of 3, and we are about to start the first game. And I think there is a pause going on right now. So let's see how things are right now. So and Ash, just back to you for a second, Ash. So I mean, just talking about you for a second. So how, we saw, we have heard, I have heard multiple things about you, as one of the mid lane League of Legends players in Sri Lanka as well, and also you have won multiple tournaments, and also you have you've represented Sri Lanka as well. And the main question is, Ash, why did you stop all of this, man?
I mean, everyone gets sold, so it was time for me to quit and move on.
I mean, I mean, what was the point? Why is it what was the point you knew that you had to quit? Is it for exam or stress, or were you too tired of winning?
I mean, not really. I mean, with work and with everything, it's a little bit hard, and I'm pretty old, and so it's very hard for me to keep up with gaming and my personal life as well. So it was time, and I think I have played, for around 6 to 7 years. That is a long.
Wow, that's a long time. Yeah, that's a long time. But for gaming, age doesn't matter. You do know that, right? So,
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, Ash, people who are watching us right now might want you to come back into this gaming field again. Play League of Legends again. Do you have any idea that you want to get into this game? League of Legends. Do you want to?
Not really.
Don't you even feel to play, just play 1 or 2 games?
I mean, my PC is broken, and I have I have kept my motivation not to fix my PC, so I won't game.
Okay, I mean that's a good reason. And anyways, let's get in the game and see what's happening. And also, let's remind these guys who are the members of Team Phoenix and who are the members of Team Nobalance as well. So at the same time, so Team Phoenix has Hydra, the Shy Boy, Scav, Nishastic, and Ashlyx. I think it's Ashlyx and Nishastic. And also for Noob Alliance, there is Nightmare, Xiaoraven. Is it Xiaoraven or is it Xiaoraven? I think Ash. Is it like
Yeah, Xiaoraven.
okay? Xiaoraven, Real Mojo, Booshi, and Unseen Blade. We are getting back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. It's a first game happening right now for Dell Gaming Academy face-off and Team Noob Alliance versus Team Phoenix. So let's get into the game, Ash, and see what's going on.
Yep. So nothing crazy. I mean, both teams doesn't want to go for an invade. They just hovering around the jungle just to make sure that both the teams doesn't go for an invade. Other team doesn't go for an invade. And there goes the first bunch of goals for Team PnX. A good sweeping lens coming out from Shy Boy. So, like I told you, Hill, I think the early game is gonna play as always. The early game is gonna play a very big role in this game as well. And I want to see how Team NA will, utilize Hecarim in the early game, because Hecarim is really good when it comes to, early game skirmishes, but the laners are not that, up for it, because the laners just want to farm as much as they can so that they can get the items.
And we can see Hydra and Unseen Blade actually going up against each other right now. So it's all about that getting that aggro gameplay into the game, right?
Yeah, definitely. And we see both the teams both the teams went. No, I think Team PnX went for the red, blue, and Team NA also has gone for the blue buff clear. And we see an invade coming out from Team PnX.
Exactly, and let's see what's happening here. I mean, it's a duo going on mid lane. Is it like isn't it like leeching XP, or is it like is it like what's going on right here? Is it like an okay move to do?
Yeah, so it's basically they try to roam as much as they can to help out their jungle, because that's one of the key roles that the mid lane has to do, because they have to make sure that the jungle doesn't get behind at all the time. So it's basically the mid lane and the jungler play as a duo, just like how the support and the AD carry plays.
Oh, okay. And as we can see, let's see who's going to win this. It's either going to be Team Phoenix or Team.
Oh, that's such a really good stun coming up from Ashley.
Okay, what just happened there? I mean, can you explain, Ash?
Yeah, so Ashley was able to get a really good stun, and now we see a gank on the top lane. Nishastic might be in trouble very low, but was able to flash to safety. Now Shy Boy is able to get the first blood onto Hecarim. Such a good play, and was able to flash. Very well played, and I think Xiaoraven will also go down in this exchange.
Oh, it's good.
Yes, Nishastic was able to outplay.
Oh, there's another kill going on to that team as well. I think Team Phoenix is actually much ahead right now, right?
Yeah, definitely. Hela, what is your timing right now? I mean, the gameplay?
Yeah, 3:38.
3:38, perfect.
Okay.
All right. So, like I said, this is what I meant when I said when I was talking about the jungle. So, even though Hecarim is a really good jungler, I don't feel like the solo laners are not that strong. I mean, set against Urgot, Set is definitely going to come out on top, and props to Shy Boy, he played that really well. So this is I feel like this is the difference maker in Team PnX right now. They have such a good jungler who always makes and comes and clutch these fights, skirmishes, and get that advantage for the team.
Exactly. So let's see what's happening here. And 2 kills going on a Team Phoenix right now. They're much ahead of this gameplay. I mean, if I think the no balance need to up their game. I think they need to get some kills off.
We see another gank into the boss set, and Mojo is so low, but Nightmare is fighting back, and Booyah is forced to use the heal there.
I think another teammate actually came from Team Phoenix actually to support another kill. I think it's a Shy lane bottom, is it?
No, it's a jungler ganking bot
Oh,
actually.
okay. So it's a solo top lane.
Solo top lane, yeah. And we see the team NA is trying to go for a sneaky dragon here, but I'm not sure whether they'll be able to pull it off. But Team PnX doesn't seem to have any idea on this. So
Ash, like what's the advantage of getting that dragon?
Dragon gives you a lot of stats and it scales really well into the late game also. And meanwhile, I think there will be a fight for this dragon. Both the teams are hovering over the bot side, but I think NA was able to get it and get the recall safely. So like I was telling Hela, getting dragons actually is gonna help a lot because and we see another gank onto the unseen blade. Shy Boy is gonna get the kill onto unseen blade.
I mean, No Balance is pretty ahead of this gameplay right now. It's a solo top lane, and we see another kill going on here. Nishastic actually wanting to get that kill. I think Team No Balance, their top lane player, is a little bit tankier, right?
Yeah. So both the champions are considerably tanky, and I feel like the biggest problem for Team NA is this Kindred right now because just the impact from Kindred is insane. He's bot, he's mid, he's top, he's everywhere in the map, and he's there to back their solo laners and to
pretty hard to say where he's coming from, is it?
Yeah, to turn those fights around. So
I mean, and Ash, as you mentioned before, Ash, I think I could agree with you. I mean, jungler does a lot of a huge deal of this gameplay. I mean, he's everywhere and he needs to farm up as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said, okay, there's another fight in bot lane. I think Real Mojo is going to go down. No, he's able to flash. And we was also able to flash. There's a TP coming from Team NA. Sid was able to TP and he's running towards a Nightmare, but I don't think he'll be able to catch. He doesn't have the flash, so he's just going to back to safety. And we see Cassiopeia is trying to roam, but I don't think they want to take this fight.
And just talking about the mid lane player, like mid lane champion, like care to explain like what his abilities do and what you should be afraid of. Like we saw like 2 chains hanging around. I mean,
yeah, I'll answer, but I think there's another fight. Clear, yeah. Ashley's gonna go down. That's such a good catch from the new jungle Royal Booshi. All right, so you're asking about the mid lane, yeah?
Yeah.
The thing is, it depends. I feel like it depends a lot on the champion. So, Unseen Blade, Team NA mid lane has gone for a very scaling heavy champion. So, he will try to farm as much as he can, but Hydra, the PnX mid lane, has gone for a fight where he can, roam, get the push into the mid lane, roam, and, impact early game much better. But the later the game goes, I feel like Blade is gonna, if it's a 1v1, the Cassiopeia is gonna come out on top.
Exactly. And let's see, guys. So Team PnX versus Team No Balance going off against each other right now. So let's see who's gonna win this battle. Right now, PnX is up ahead in this game, and if this keeps on going on, I think Team PnX would or could win the whole gameplay in this whole matches. So let's see what's gonna happen here. Team PnX up ahead right now. Let's see what Team No Balance could do to up their gameplay in this first match. Oh, I think they're actually pretty much ahead with their farming as well.
Yeah. So
I mean, we obviously we know how it's a 13k net worth lead. I think Team PnX has about 12.3k net worth on the Team No Balance. So right now, I mean, just not just the net worth, but talking about the whole gameplay. What do you think, Ash? Could No Balance do to come back into this gameplay right now? Because if like Team PnX is actually leading in this gameplay, so what do you think they could actually do?
To be honest, I don't think the goal lead is the problem for Team NA. I don't think it's less than 1k goal lead. So, but the problem for Team NA is this Kindred. He's 201, and I think he has got like 2 or 3 marks as well, and he's gonna keep scaling as well. So it's gonna be very hard to deal with the Kindred the later the game goes. So they have to get some kills onto their carries, Cassiopeia and Aphelios as much as they can. And I feel like it'll all come down to the team fights again. And we have to see how the both teams will play out the team fights, because I feel like that's where the difference maker will come.
Exactly. And it's 10 minutes mark here.
And I think Kindred is going to secure the Rift Herald. Yeah, so Kindred will secure the Rift Herald, and I think that's a very big pickup for Team PnX. Will be able to knock down a tower and extend their goal days as much as they can. And I think the mid is under attack again. A beautiful out coming from Unseen Blade, but should be able to escape that.
Well, they just missed the kill, I think. If that kill actually, if they could actually initiate that kill properly, I think then Team Nobalance is in real trouble, is it?
Yeah, definitely, and they will be able to drop the Herald and get the tower as well. So it's going to be a very big blow for Team NA in case if they get the kill. So we're seeing NA is trying to set up something in the bot side of the map. I'm not quite sure. And Shy Boy, he's hovering in the mid lane. He wants somehow to.
He wants to get that kill. I'm pretty sure. I mean, he missed the kill, so of course he's trying to get that kill off Team Noble.
Oh, it's gonna be. I think Team PnX have a group 5-man for the dragon, so they should be able to get the dragon. But it's gonna cost some top lane turret plating. Definitely, Xiaoraven should be able to get. We'll be able to pick up a couple of turret plating. From this, not a big lead, but overall I think both the teams are transitioning really well for the mid game. Definitely PnX has a better advantage, but I feel like Team NA doesn't want to pick up any fights because they know that the win condition is getting the game to go as much as long. So
exactly, and I don't think personally they have the correct the levels and their items to get that kills off, because of the fact that Nobalance is pretty up ahead in their game because of the kills. So Ash, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely, Hela. Exactly what you said. So they just want to delay the game as much as they can. I feel like Aphelios 3-item power spike and Cassiopeia 3-item power spike is what they're gonna look for, but it's gonna take a long time for them to hit. So they have to either give up the next couple of dragons, or they have to fight for it. So it's actually a mountain dragon, mountain soul. So I don't think PnX wants to give up the mountain soul either. So they have to come to a decision what they have to do next.
And what's really happening with Nobalance jungler right now? Like I haven't seen the jungler for a long time now.
Yeah, so he's underfarmed and Shy Boy. I mean, definitely going up against Shy Boy, it's gonna be a very tough job for Royal Booshi coming in. Yes, he's the new replacement, so he has a very big job going up against Shy Boy, but he's doing an okay job, I would say. And
I see I don't know what you call it, but I see like kind of like a dragon in the middle. Like what really happened there? I mean, I should play the game, to be honest. I should start playing the game.
Big fight coming out, and Shy Boy missed the Hecarim instantly, and Hydra was able to back, and there's 2 flashes blown, and Raven does miss the ult.
Oh, I think yeah. So 2 of the players actually got that kill off, and they actually managed to escape from there using their flashes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was really well played from PnX, and the fact that yeah.
And at the same time, Ash, I'm pretty sure that Team Phoenix top lane, I think they could actually get that tower off right now. He's actually pressuring so much for that tower. So pretty much it's a win situation for Phoenix right now.
Yeah, it's a very big win for Team Phoenix, because they were able to get Xiaoraven's TP as well. And I'm not quite sure why Booshi wanted to go in there with the ult. But he got melted instantly. He died instantly. There was nothing he could do against Shy Boy and Hydra. And Shy Boy has completed his first mythic item. He was able to get the Kraken Slayer, so he's gonna be doing a lot of damage in the coming fights as well. And in the top side, we see Nishastic winning those small trades very.
Oh, they actually tried to go for Royal Booshi here. With that mini health, he actually managed to escape there.
Yeah. So I feel like Team NA is backed into a corner. They really can't, fight Team PnX right now, and they really don't want to give up the next few dragons either. And we see a flash coming up from Ashlyx, and another flash coming out of Nightmare. Nightmare should go down here. But an outcome from Real Mojo, really good clutch, and Unseen Blade coming out. He's gonna get a kill, and he should be able to pick 2 kills. And an outcome from Nishastic and misses the judgment.
Oh, that's a double kill.
Oh, that's really well played from Unseen Blade. And Nightmare, really good dodge, but will go down to Hydra.
So wait, how many kills did we see there? I think was it like 3-3 or?
I think it's 3 for 2 in favor of. Booshi just missing the ult on. I think it's 3 for 2 in favor of Team PnX. I'm not 100% sure, but if that is the case, I feel like that's a big win for Team PnX, especially because they were real down. And the fact that Unseen Blade was able to get a couple of kills, I think he was able to get 2 or 3 kills. That was a very big win. So he should be able to get his first item off this back.
Exactly, and I think Team Nubalance did actually get that top tower. I think was it Zio? I think Xiaoraven actually got the top tower. I mean, that's also a pretty okay move to do while in the gank.
Yeah, so that's the tricky part about this game is that Team PnX definitely have an advantage, but they can't take it for granted. The moment they take it for granted and go for these crazy tower dives and crazy plays, and if it backfires, it's gonna cost them a lot because Aphelios and Cassiopeia is 2 champions that scales instantly, so they don't really want to give any goal for these 2 champions, because if they do and if those 2 champions get their core items, it's going to be a very difficult task to win the team fights after that.
I mean, exactly. Bottom line is never, don't underestimate, is that so?
Yes.
So let's see what's really happening here. I mean, 4 kills on to Team Nubalance. I mean, that's a good start. So let's see what's happening here.
So PnX has gone for the Rift Scuttle, and we see a fight here. Oh, that ult is gonna miss from Xiaoraven, but I feel like the set E is gonna go down here, but Hydra is trying to chase.
And they're actually going behind Nishastic here. Royal Booshi, would he be able to get the kill off Nishastic? He's planning on moving away and going to the bush right now.
Nishastic gets the kill.
Oh my god, there's another Shy Boy with that mini health. No, he actually dies off here. And there's another kill going on there. So I think there were like multiple kills happening around the map there. While 2 of the players from Team PnX actually in the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's nothing in bottom, but the fact that Nish was able to another fight, let's go. I think the mojo is gonna go down, and so both the supports will go down, and Nightmare is tower diving. I'm not sure that's the best type that they want to go for.
I mean that was a bit greedy. Yeah. So right now, what's really happening with the junglers? Like, are they like getting farmed, like both the junglers, or like who's up ahead right now?
Definitely, the Kendra is much ahead because of the kills and the farm he has. But the thing is, both the junglers play 2 different roles once the game transition into the mid to late game, because Hecarim is just gonna go for the. He's basically an engage and a tank, so he's not a hyper carrier or anything who just wants to stay in back and try to free hit. But Kindred, the champion is very different. He wants to sit back and try to do much DPS as he can. So very different roles, but definitely Shy Boy is very much ahead in this mashup. And I have to give props to Nishastic. The last fight, I can't imagine how he outplayed the Hecarim there. That was insane, but nevertheless, Shy Boy and Hydra went down for Raven and Unseen Blade. So I would say still both the teams are neck on neck in these fights. Yeah,
exactly. 19 minutes into the game, we already have 9 kills on the Team PnX and Nubalance with 7 kills. So just a matter of time whether one of the teams would have to call GG, but no. Not sure which team would that be. I mean, best out of 3, man. I mean, still a way more to go. So let's see, Ash, what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, Shaiba is just outclassing Royal Bush. I think Bush is gonna go down here.
Oh, it does. Well, rushing this gameplay, and there's another kill going on to Shy Boy. I think Shy Boy is actually looking for so much of kills, and there's another gank happening here.
Yeah, there's another fight happening here, but oh, that's a really good arc coming, and I feel like the Cassiopeia was able to stop the TP from Silas, and Cassiopeia is going in, and Shaiba is gonna use the ult and get back, but I feel like Blade is gonna go down for this. Oh, Blade is somehow surviving if he outplays this. Oh my god.
Oh,
what a god.
No, whoa. That was a really good move. I mean, little do I know about this game, but that was intense.
Yeah, Blade just outclassing. This is what I love to see. I mean, both the teams are playing really, really well. Shaiba trying his best, and then we see Blade trying to 2v1. Insane. Good stuff.
But at the same time, Ash, what are the chances of New Balance and Phoenix, one of the teams winning this? Like, what's the chance of New Balance and what are the chances of Phoenix winning this?
I can't really say. It feels like 50-50, but I have to say I think it's around 55-45 in favor of Team NA. The reason I'm saying is that because of the draft, like I told you, because the later the game goes, the better chances that Team NA has. And currently it's 21 minutes into the game, and the gold is gold is actually in the advantage of Team NA. So I feel like if they play the game slow, and if they play the game,
So I think they are gathering up together here to kill off another dragon, I think.
Yeah, so this dragon is easily going to go for Team NA. So I feel like Team NA just wants to group and, fight as much as they can. In a little time, I think they both the carries are on 2 items. As soon as they get one more item each for their carry, they're going to go for the fights.
Exactly, and I, in my personal opinion, I think that's the best way to go, Ash. I think if they group up together and go for the kills, I think that's pretty much.
And we see another fight coming out. Both the teams are going up again, and Nightmare is free hitting this entire backline, and I feel like there's no way that Team PnX is going to.
Actually, 2 going down right now. It's actually chasing off Shy Boy here. 3 teammates. Let's see what's going to happen here. And there's a double kill going on a Team No Balance here. I think they are planning on changing this whole game right now. 14 kills on a Team No Balance. And they actually managed to get so much of kills. Ash, what really happened there, Ash?
Yeah, like I told you, this is what I told you. You can't take anything for granted if you're Team PnX. You need to be very, very much focused whenever you're going for these skirmishes. I feel like that was a very lousy engage coming out from Team PnX. I'm not quite sure what Shaiba was doing in their jungle. So yeah.
And a small thing, Ash, I should ask you, I've been playing a similar game just like this, but at the same time, getting picked off like that won't be it's a huge mistake for that entire team, right? Getting picked off one by one. Rather than that, I think what if Team Phoenix could actually group up and go for a counter gank or something like that?
I think the intent from Team PnX was to set up for some kind of a skirmish in Team NA's jungle, so they can pick one of NA guys, but it didn't go out as planned because NA, like I told you, the moment they get the items, they want to group as much as they want, they can, because the more group they stay, that's what their win condition is. They want to stay group and they want to have team fights and they want to cover for Nightmare and Unseen Blade, who are the hyper carries, and they can easily win the game through that.
I mean exactly. I mean, this shows how strong both the teams are. Team New Balance and Team Phoenix battling off against each other in this Dell Gaming Academy face-off right here, right now. And let's get in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Shaiba might. Okay, he's gonna catch actually Royal Bush. Royal Bush is gonna eat a lot of health there. So I don't think Team NA can do anything right now. So they have to back and they have to, reconsider their options.
Exactly, and they're moving back again here, and I think it's the right time to Team Phoenix could actually go for, go for a. I mean, let Team No Balance actually come here, and maybe they could properly get a gank off here.
Yeah. And Booshi is getting a little bit of help with the Ocean Dragon, with that one Ocean Dragon they have, but I'm not quite sure why Booshi has opted for the Trinity Force instead of the Chem Tank, because that is Chem Tank and Hecarim is like, it's the duo. It's basically it's a really I think it's the most OP duo in league right now. So not quite sure why he's gone for the Trinity. Meanwhile, they were able to get the first inhib tower, and they should be able to get the inhib as well very easily.
Yeah. I mean, it's a right move to do. Right after getting that tower, I think it's a time for them to get back and farm up and then go for another tower, like top lane or bottom lane, or is it like, okay, so this game, like, what do you think they should do? They should like, is it like possible for them to rush mid and end the game, or do they have to get back and get another tower off and go like that?
Yeah, I don't think there's any requirement for Team NA to rush the game, because they have the scaling comp. The champions are much better than Team PnX champions right now. They can patiently take their time and finish in the pace that they want to say. The only thing that will cost them the game, I feel like right now, is if they go for an insane engage, a 4v5 engage or a 3v5 engage where getting this lead for granted and going for an insane play. I feel like they need to regroup. The Team NA has to regroup, and calmly and patiently they can finish the game. And I don't think Team NA will rush either. And meanwhile, I feel like Team PnX, they should look for a better skirmish where they can turn things around.
Exactly. I mean, Team PnX has so much potential, and they actually managed to get that early game off. They actually managed to go right up ahead in their game in that early game phase. But right now, things are turning a little bit onto the favor of Team Nooblelands right now, with 14 kills and 45k net worth lead, and also that tower. Actually, I think the mid tower, I think they actually got their game right now. They know where they are ahead, like right now, but Team Nooblelands or Team PnX would have to do something differently to change up the game.
Seth is gonna get caught here, I think. Raven is gonna miss, but yeah, Nishastic should be able to escape from that.
I mean, if they could get that pick off right now, I think it's a huge mistake onto Team PnX right now. I mean,
yeah, I think Raven missed his the jump flip on, and that gave the Seth enough time to escape from that, but nevertheless they should be able to get this out at Harat, and they are pushing their lead as much as they can. They have the 3 dragons,
and Ash is still not over, right? Ash is still not over.
It's still not over, but Team NA is in a really good position now. They're in a really good position. It's very hard for them to lose, but definitely cover diving and going for an insane crazy fight could lose them the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Raven is gonna take a couple of tower shots, and there you go. That's a really good Prathibha coming in, and here we go. This is the team fight that we're expecting.
Let's see what's really happening here. There are there is a huge gang happening here. There is like none of the players actually falls off. They're planning on getting back Nooblelands, but at the same time they got double kill onto this gameplay. So let's see what really happened right there. Unseen Blade with that mini health getting back right now, and Nooblelands knows that they actually won the tower and not the kills. But at the same time, there goes another gank in this gameplay.
Nish is gonna go down also here. I think this is gonna be the game for Team NA, and
Nooblelands, one of the Nooblelands players also goes down at the same time. Double kill onto the favor of Nooblelands right now, and Team PnX is having trouble getting back to their feet right now. Early game was up ahead to their game, but right now things are falling apart for Nooblelands. But let's see if they could actually do something right now, which is not possible.
I'm not quite sure why Team NA is trying to go for the kill. They can just finish the game.
Oh my god, so Unseen play goes.
That's just gonna be the game, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Team NA is trying to just show off, trying to flex a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. It's it's two of the most talked League of Legends teams actually facing off against each other. So of course that was meant to happen. And at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first victor. The first victory happening right now. Team Noob Alliance wins the first game. That first game was just intense, and we saw how Noob Alliance actually managed to come back to their feet and get that first gameplay into their favor. And at the same time, we should also remind that Noob Alliance, Team PnX did an amazing job in the first few minutes of the game. They actually managed to get that that advantage, but unfortunately they lost their touch. I think something really different happened. I think Ash could actually explain what really happened through the first phase of the game and the last phase of the game. Ash, what do you think, man?
I felt like Team PnX was able to get a really good early game, but still there were a few mistakes. I think they took the lead a little bit for granted. They went for some crazy, bot side games, and they were never able to actually shut down the failures of the Cassiopeia. I think. I feel like this is what I was talking about. In the draft phase itself, like I told, I'm not quite sure why they went for this Kindred pick. Like it wasn't fitting in their draft, and what has been working for Team PnX or Team Black in the last tournament is just going for this all-in comps, but they just abandoned it a little bit, and I feel like they have to go back to a draft like that to come out on top.
Exactly. And guys, you guys have been watching the Dell Gaming Academy face-off for League of Legends. Two of the Sri Lanka's most talked about League of Legends teams battling off against each other. And the first game, it's a best out of 3, and the first game goes to Team Noob Alliance. And guys, stay tuned with us. We'll be right back with you shortly, bringing you the second game of best out of 3. Guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back with you shortly. Hi guys, welcome back to Dell Gaming Academy FACE-OFF for League of Legends. Two of the Sri Lanka's most talked teams in League of Legends will be battling off against each other today. And right now, we saw the first game, and Team Noob Alliance managed to pull through and win the first game. I mean, it's still with us at the same time. Ash, at the same time, we saw like the first game, how things happened as well. It's still not over, right? It's still not over. There are two more games to go. I mean, Team PnX could still pull through, still pull through, and get back to the game. So right now, what do you think, Team PnX could do in the second game to come back into the gameplay?
I feel like they need to find a better drafting. I feel like overall, so that they could take the fights even in the mid game. Like I said last game, I didn't feel the Kindred was the best choice they had. So I'm really looking forward for the drafting phase that Team PnX will go for.
And guys, that being said, this is our co-host for today, one of the best Sri Lankan mid lane players of League of Legends, and also he has represented the country as well. That's none other than Ashik Salit, also known as Ash in game. So Ash, before that, let's see Team PnX's side. Who are the members of their team right now. So we have Hydra, the Shy Boy, Scav, Nishastic, and Ashlyx in this gameplay. And at the same time, let's move on to Team Noob Alliance and see whom they have. So right now they have Nightmare, Xiaoraven, Real Mojo, Booshi, and Unseen Blade. So talking about Unseen Blade right here, Ash, talk of the town right now. We saw some epic gameplays happening here. I mean, especially, what do you think Unseen, like, what do you think of that? What do you think about Unseen Blade and his gameplays happened during the first game?
I mean, my personal opinion is I think Unseen Blade is one of the best mid laners in the country. I feel like. And it's definitely up to debate who is the best, but I feel like he's definitely one of the best. And
it's a huge accomplishment coming from you.
Definitely. I mean, not because it's coming from me, but it's because I feel like, he used to play AD carry and then he transitioned into mid, and he has been performing really well. And since he got into Team Vanguard, Team NA, he's been performing exceptionally. Even the last series, he was playing really well. And even in this series, the first game we saw, he is just an amazing player. I think he has so much potential. And I feel like he's definitely going to improve even more so.
Exactly. And our game number 2 has just been started. And this is Dell Gaming Academy FACE-OFF for League of Legends. And guys, these two teams are Team Noob Alliance versus Team PnX, battling off against each other to become the victorious out of all in this Dell Gaming Academy FACE-OFF. And with that being said, let's get into the game and see what's going on here. Ash, is totally up to you, brother.
Yeah, so again, the drafting phase, we see the Listener is being banned from Unseen Blade and also the Maz, I'm not quite sure why. And then we see the Cassadine and the Jarvan ban. So it's as similar as the last game. But I feel like the last ban is gonna be different. Oh, they go for actually a Malphite ban, the Team NA. So the Hecarim is open actually. Both the teams can go for the I think, yeah, Team NA will try to grab the Hecarim in the first round. Oh, they want to grab the Rel.
And Ash, at the same time, would they ban the same champion that Unseen Blade played the last game, or would they actually give him to be picked up again?
I don't. Yeah, they have actually kept Cassiopeia open. I think the thing is, last game the draft also helped a lot. I'm not trying to take anything away from Unseen Blade, but the last game the draft worked very well for Team NA. They were able to get their core items and they were not heavily punished, so they were able to outshine because of their play style. But I don't think he played. I think he plays basically all the champions that well, so I don't think there's any point banning this Cassiopeia.
Exactly, it's all depending on the drafting phase and the picking. I mean, it all depends on the banning and the picking phase that works for their own team, right? So so let's see what's really happening here. So right now there are two heroes picked on the by the both teams, and three champions banned from the both teams as well. So we are in the third phase of the picking phase. So let's see how Royal Booshi. I mean, who do you think? Who do you think, Ash? They would actually pick off here.
I'm not quite sure, but definitely I had to pinpoint one thing. Okay, so Nightmare doesn't really want to go for Nephilius. He wants to go for the Kaiser. But one thing that I really want to mention here is that I don't know why Team PnX gave up on Hecarim. Hecarim has been like one of the best junglers in the current meta. He's definitely he's basically first picked in the international stage, and he's really, he's like the most dominant champion from all the champions right now. So I really can't understand why they passed it on, and they passed it on for Alistar and Varus. So it doesn't really make any sense for me. So NA was able to get their hands on Hecarim and Rel, but Mojo has not been that good on Rel, but Rel is definitely one of the another really good support in the meta right now. So for me, currently Team NA is really good doing really good on draft.
Exactly, and let's see what is happening here right now. So there are two heroes, two heroes left for both the teams to actually get picked off here, and right now it all depends on the and by the way, like who are the two captains from both the teams who are actually selecting this? Is it like
I think it's Nightmare from Team NA and I think Nishastic from Team PnX. They're the two captains, but the drafting and the shot calling, they just divide among the teammates. It's not really the captain's duty. So the whole team pitching for the drafting and the shot calling, depending on what works best for the team.
So Kindred, Kindred has been picked up by Shy Boy, I think. So we saw the previous game, right? We saw a Kindred in the previous game as well. Was it being played by Shy Boy, the same hero, or?
Yeah, it was. Shy Boy was playing Kindred even the last game. I'm not a fan of Kindred. I know Shy Boy is a really good jungler.
Just to stop you there for a second, yeah. Nash, what will be more interesting right now? So I think these two teams, they are the Sri Lankan best players among them as well. But at the same time, I think it will be more interesting if we actually saw Abid versus Nawad actually taking part in this gameplay as well. So that's just a small request coming out of the chat as well. So it's actually a good request. So in the future we'll kind of see about that as well. So let's get into the game again and see what's going on. Ash?
I think actually people would pay to watch Nawad going up against Abid. It's gonna be the match of the century for sure.
Exactly. I just imagine the whole trash talking happening right then and there. But it's good if you can actually pay for it, pay and watch the game as well, because that's gonna sell out tickets. Trust me. So. Getting back to the game, let's see what's going on. Who has the best phase? Who has the best draft right now? Who has who could actually take the early on advantage in this gameplay, Ash?
I really like the fact that Team NA was able to secure Hecarim and Rev. I really hope Mojo, plays a better Rev than the last time. And Mojo is definitely been one of the best support in Sri Lanka. I really expect him to rise up for the occasion and put out that performance. And in terms of pure draft, in only thinking of the draft, I definitely think Team NA has gone for a better draft, and they have got really good champions. Again, PnX, I'm not quite sure about the intent behind picking Kindred and then going for Vladimir and Set, because Kindred, the jungler just want to stay back and go for extended fight where he can consistently do that DPS. But Vladimir and Seth, they just want to go all in and try to burst one or two champions, the backline most probably, so they can change the team fight around. And they also have gone for Varus, which is basically a very I would say a poke kind of champion. So I'm trying to make sense of the champion, but definitely I feel like they would have come up with a plan and how to execute this draft. So it's all up to them. It's for us to see how both teams execute the drafts.
And Ash, we saw the previous game, Team PnX actually managing to get that early game to their hands. But at the same time, what could they do differently in this game? They lost the late game, to be honest. I think the mid game and the late game, I think they lost the game. But during their early phase, they actually had a huge advantage their side. So what could they do differently in this gameplay for in favor of their own team?
I feel like they have the Vladimir picked up in the mid lane, so definitely he's gonna be scaling up really well. But then again, I'm not quite sure. Like they can definitely not throw the game going for insane fights. They can go for very calculated skirmishes and team fights where they can win actually.
And I think they actually tried to gank Unseen Blade. I think it was twice, and they actually couldn't get that kill off Unseen Blade. So that's actually a huge, disadvantage working towards their side as well. So if they could actually, get that proper estimated gameplay, if they actually could execute their proper, what they actually have in their mind, if they could get that kill off twice in a row, like unsettling, I mean, Unseen Blade wouldn't come back into the gameplay if they could actually execute that whole ganking process, right?
Yeah. Very true, Hela. I feel like Unseen Blade not dying for the skirmishes, and he's been being targeted for a long time of PnX, and he did go down once, but he was able to avoid it happening again. So like I said, props to him. And playing Cassiopeia and getting out of ganks is not an easy job because he's very immobile, that champion. So he definitely outplayed, and even we saw one situation he was able to outplay a 1v2. So I expect the same kind of performance from him even in this game. But that being said, I feel like Team NA might have to change their game plan a little bit because they don't have the Aphelios, they don't have the Lulu. So they do have a really good comp. They actually have a good bot lane where they can go 2v2 and try to kill these Varus early on. So I feel like that's one of the biggest win condition for Team NA. And it's actually Team PnX, I'm not quite sure about their game plan, so I just have to watch them play and see what they do.
Exactly, and at the same time, Team Nobalance shouldn't underestimate their opponents as well, because they actually lost the mid game. They actually lost the early game, but they could do something differently early game, so they could not panic during the late game as they did before. And at the same time, you guys are actually watching the Dell Gaming Academy face-off for League of Legends, and two of the most talked about of League of Legends teams will be battling off against each other. Team PnX versus Team Nobalance. And at the same time, I think we are about to start the second game. It also could be the last game, but we have no clue how things are going to turn out for. But at the same time, let's get into the game and start talking how it should be.
Yeah, before that, I really want to tell one thing, that a fun fact actually. The last time these two teams went up against each other, Team NA, that is Team Vanguard, was able to win the first game, but then Team PnX was able to reverse it. They were able to win the second and third game.
Okay, I think that being said by Ash, I think we are up for a huge gameplay in this second game. So if they could actually do the same thing as Ash mentioned, I mean, we could actually see the third game as well. But let's see what's gonna happen here, Ash. And let's get into the game and start talking right now.
Yeah, so we have gone to the game. So I just want to talk a little bit about the Keystone Masteries the champion has gone for. So it's very they have gone for the usual Keystone. There's anything out of ordinary. The Varus has opted out for the Hail of Blades, and so is Kai'Sa. And other than that, it's just Tramp all along for most of the champions and a couple of face rushes. So it's all very standard. We don't see any early game shenanigans like, going for cheeky invades or cheeky bush gangs or anything like that. So both the teams going for very standard early game routine.
Exactly, and now we are up against the second game right now. Could be the last as well, but let's see which team is gonna win the second game. So it's if actually Team PnX wins this game, we will be moving on to the third and the grand finale game. But right now, if Team Nobalance wins this game, then we have the grand winners of Dell Gaming Academy face-off for League of Legends. So let's see which team will take that victory.
So we see pinks coming out from both the teams, and both the teams are going to start off from the bot side of the map. So a red start for Royal Booshi and a blue start for Shy Boy. So I'm very excited to see what kind of path in Shy Boy will take this game, because last game he was able to outclass Booshi and get that early game lead. And I really hope that Booshi doesn't let Shy Boy get that early game lead even in this game. So he needs to do something different. He has to make sure that Shy Boy doesn't get that lead even in this one.
Exactly, and let's see what's happening here. There's a duo lane coming up in the mid lane, so let's see. Sorry, bottom lane, but now it's moved up to top lane. So top is a solo. Top is always a solo lane, is it?
Yeah, top is a solo lane, and mid is also always a solo lane, and the bot is a 2v2, and then we have the jungler.
So let's see. I mean, there's some harassing going on right now.
Yeah, so we see a bot lane gank early on. Will we see Shy Boy is trying to path down? He is level 3 right now. He does have all the...
Just a small question, Ash. So we see bottom lane. There's a link going on between Real Mojo and Nightmare. Like, care to explain like what that does, or how does that work?
I think I'm not quite sure about the Real's abilities, because he's been...
Oh, it's a new hero, is it? It's a new champion?
Yeah, it's I think he was released around 3 or 4 months back, and
oh, okay.
I think
these were the times where you actually stopped playing League of Legends, is it?
Yeah.
So
I think it's one of the abilities where when you get stuck in the middle, and when Real presses an ability, whoever in the middle gets stunned or something like that.
Okay, so we see why they are apart right now. So, and we see Unseen Blade playing the same champion again, right?
Yeah. So Unseen Blade has gone for the Cassiopeia again, and this time around Hydra has gone for the Vlad. I feel like Hydra is much more comfortable with Vlad because Hydra was actually a top laner before he transitioned into mid, and he was playing a lot of Vlad when he was playing top also. So I feel like it is in comfort zones.
Exactly, it's all about the comfort zone rather than going for counter picks.
Yep. So we see a jungle invade coming up from Royal Bush. I'm not sure he will be able to pick anything up. Maybe he will try to get the Grom. No, he chooses not to. So talking about the clear, Kindred is doing really well, but Hecarim is one camp ahead. And talking about the lane CSS, pretty much both the teams are on par, I would say. So no early game leads for either of the teams.
I think Unseen Blade is recalling. Trying to go. Ooh. There goes another. Right now I see I mean, is it? I think Raven is actually planning on going so much aggro on this gameplay right now.
Yeah, and Raven used to play a lot of Mordekaiser back in the day, so definitely again getting a champion that he's very much used to. And I have to say that I feel like Team NA solo laners and even their bot lane is very comfortable this game, unlike the last where they went down for the jungle a couple of times, and that's a lot of damage.
Oh, pushback here. I mean, they're planning on going on Nishastic here. Will he get the gameplay right now? Oh, Raven gets that kill off Nishastic, and that's a first blood drawn in favor of Team Noob Alliance.
Definitely a very big advantage. I feel like it's more like more than gold. It's the momentum that the team gets from the first blood.
Yeah, so, exactly. And you know, they already have that advantage of getting that win on that first game. So I mean, you know, given that situation as well, I'm pretty sure Phoenix is a bit of, you know, a little bit of in trouble here because of the fact that they actually lost the first game, and it's their last chance to actually come back into the game. And if they lose this, it's all over for them.
Yeah, so we see a very risky dragon fight. Both teams are going. Hydra was able to get a good ult, and this is going to such a bad call from Team NA.
Oh my god, Team No Balance actually going down here. Team PnX actually managing to get those kills. Going behind Nightmare right now. Nightmare with the mini health goes down. Double kill onto Scav here. Going for that triple kill. But I think he missed that last attack, right? I think he missed it. Okay, I think the cam changed. But so it's
but still, I think that's a very big advantage for Team PnX because they were able to get 4 kills and they only gave 2 kills. So, and they were able to get the dragon as well. I'm not quite sure. I think we saw this in the last game also. Team NA went for that early cheese dragon, and Team PnX didn't actually know that it was going down the last game, but this game they came in prepared. They knew that this the NA will go for the cheese dragon early on, so they were prepared, and there's a good TP coming out from Nishastic, and Hydra was already level 6, so they were able to capitalize on that fight and get a couple of kills. So good gameplay from Team PnX overall.
Exactly. So let's see what's happening here. I mean, right now Team PnX has 4 kills on their side and 3 kills onto No Balance, but it's not just the kills or not just the net worth. It's all about that ganks and pushing. So right now we actually don't have any. I mean, none of the teams actually went for the tower right now, right? I mean,
no, I think it was a 5v5, but Raven did TP a little bit late, but I think that was a proper 5v5. And we see Unseen Blade is going to back. I think he's going to TP back to the lane. And I feel like Real Mojo and Nightmare is waiting for their level 6 so that they can jump on this. They can jump on the Varus because Varus is very squishy and very mobile, so they should be able to capitalize on that. And if they do jump and get a proper engage, Kaiser should be able to burst down the Varus in no time.
Exactly. So let's see what's happening here. We are down to top lane.
And we are seeing another fight. Nishastic is gonna go for the 1v2, but Vladimir and Kindred already coming. Hydra is already here. He's gonna get the ult
he's
off.
actually
Nishastic is gonna back, and that's gonna be a 1v1 right now.
Unseen coming from behind and getting that kill on Nishastic, and at the same time he's going for Hydra right now. There was a 2 versus 1 situation and comes behind Shy Boy from behind, going for that Raven kill right now. But I think it's okay. He gets a kill off, but I think he'll also go down right now, right? Oh my God! No, what?
Shy Boy is able to escape. I think it was. Unseen got slowed from one of the Shy Boy's abilities. I think it was W. A good escape from Shy Boy. So 2v2. I mean, 2 for 2 in terms of kills. And Raven, I think Raven is 3-2, and he was able to crush that team fight. Raven was able to get the kill on Kindred, and if he did force Shy Boy to ult before he died, I think Raven would have been able to win that exchange. And if he did, it's going to be a very difficult task for Nishastic to go and lane against this Mordekaiser. But nevertheless, still Mordekaiser, I feel like he's in a really good position to go for these fights.
Exactly, and the game is being paused right now, and there might have been a connection issue as well. So let's see what's happening here. There is okay. So Ash, how the game is going right now, what do you think would happen later in the mid game? Because right now we see like it's full of gangs right now. Both the teams do not want to let this game go. It might be the final game for Team PnX, or it might be the final might be another game for No Balance. So let's see what's going to happen right here right now. And at the same time, who has the advantage in your opinion, Ash?
It's very difficult for me to say like which team has the advantage, because both the teams are looking really well, and I feel like even though I didn't have like how Team PnX will play out this draft, I feel like they in some way they're really good in skirmishes with this draft, and I feel like they will be able to transition this into team fights as well. So I feel like it comes down to which team executes their comp better, because if we see someone TPs late, or if you see a 4v5, I feel like definitely the team with that advantage is going to win the team fight without any doubt. Exactly. It's just going to boil down to the small details, I feel like.
I mean, we are going back to the game and let's see what's happening here. So 10-minute mark in a few seconds. I think 8 seconds to go, and let's. I mean, even the gold net worth is just a bit just like 200 gold apart, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's basically the same. I don't think there's any difference. So, Team NA has started the Rift Scuttle, so they should be able to get this Scuttle and, transition that into a couple of tower plates. So they could extend the goal a little bit, I would say, but not going to be anything major. But yeah, I feel like the next dragon fight is going to play a big role because I don't think Team NA would want to give the next dragon because the second dragon definitely plays a big role in pretty much every game.
An unseen blade here. I mean, I think at this point the whole team depends on unseen blade. Is it or?
I feel like Unseen Blade has been playing really well, but I don't think the team revolves around him. I think it's good because if the team revolves around one player, it's very bad for the team because if that player is taken down, it's just the whole team is going to fall apart.
Oh, exactly.
So I feel like even Nightmare Raven has the potential to change the game, and we see Alista coming, but no, he chooses not to go for the engage.
Exactly, and let's see what's going on here.
So Team PnX is trying to set up for the dragon. That ward is not given. We're gonna see, and Hydra is gonna go back. Hydra does have flash, so should be able to flash to safety.
And we see Team Nobaland just hanging around at one point. I think all their members trying to roam around.
I mean, that was really well played from Team NA because they were able to get that flash. And I think Hydra is going to go down. No, Shy Boy comes in to save. That is such a good play from Shy Boy, saving the fellow mid laner. They were able to get the tower plating and swell, and I think the mid might. Okay, mid is not going to go down, but they should be able to get the top tower. The Nishastic getting a lot of gold out of this whole play, and Team NA, they're not done with their play. They're just scouting.
Exactly. I think they're trying to catch off Ashlyx here. Oh, okay. Ashlyx tries. Okay, gets back. I mean, I think at this point, if Team Nobalands could get a pick off or Team PnX could get a pick off, I think that's the best way for them to go and maybe lead them to a victory.
Yeah, but I feel like Team PnX is the team we should be looking for a fight now because Raven just used his TP and Nishastic has his TP up. So they definitely have the TP advantage, which means they can convert into a man advantage in any of these team fights. So PnX, oh, never mind, Nishastic just used his TP. So we see another mark for Kindred being spawned in the top side of the river. I feel like Kindred should be able to get this mark as well. And just to update you guys on the mark count, Kindred has 4 marks right now. Yep, Kindred has 4 marks. That's a good amount, I would say, for 13 minutes. Exactly. And we see another fight coming in the bot lane. Hecarim should be able to, is going, trying to kill, but doesn't have any damage, so has to back away.
And at the same time, we see Ashlyx on the bottom actually trying to get back. We see Raven here going behind Nishastic here, trying to get that kill off Nishastic, but at the same time, Nishastic wants to fight this as well. I think Nishastic could get away, right?
Yeah, Nishastic should be able to get away very easily.
Oh, there's a channeling happening right there, I think. You mean recall? Okay. Unseen Blade here. MVP of the previous game. I mean, at this point, if they could get their farms up, I mean, Unseen Blade and if they could get their farms up, I think it's going to be an unstoppable game for Unseen Blade. Unseen Blade, is it?
Not actually. The reason why they were why the whole comp worked really well, because the whole comp was they wanted to scale as much as possible, because they had Lulu, they had Aphelios, they have very good scaling comp. But this time around, they have the Unseen Blade, but none of the other champions are. They're not much into scaling.
Okay.
Yeah, they are really good at team fighting, but they're not very much scaling into the late game. So I feel like I said, I don't think any of the team will come out on top just because the game gets dragged to the late game. I feel like everything will come down to how well these two teams will team fight, and get those small advantages, and who execute the team fights prowess better. So that's going to be the deciding factor.
Exactly, and let's see what's going to happen here. Right now it's still the same amount of kills. I mean, I'm planning on getting those kills, but at the end of the day, it's not easy as it is. Okay.
Yeah,
and at the same time,
yeah,
and at the same time, guys, you guys are watching the Dell Gaming Academy face-off for League of Legends between Team PnX versus Team New Balance, battling off against each other for the victory. So let's see what's gonna really happen here. Team New Balance has the upper hand, has the advantage of winning the first game. So since it's the best out of 3, there is a second game going on right now, and the winners, if Team New Balance actually manages to win this gameplay, and they might have actually won this. And let's see what's happening in the mid lane right now, Ash.
Yeah, so mid lane, a lot of champions are trying to go against each other, but ultimately Team PnX wants to get back because they don't have the set with them right now. Set is trying to join I think this is basically going to be the dragon is going to be spawning very soon, and it's going to be an infernal dragon. The soul is going to be infernal, so both the team definitely going to fight for this dragon. So I feel like the next few minutes will basically decide the game.
Exactly, and that being said, Hydra is kind of lagging, it seems. So I mean, not the best way to go for Team PnX right now, being at disadvantage. Ash, what do you think, Ash? What do you think? Right now it's pretty much hard to say which team is actually up ahead in their gameplay. But what could Team PnX do to actually do differently to come up into the gameplay and win the gameplay?
That's why I said. I mean, I'm not sure about the draft. I really don't know how they can execute this draft. But I feel like Shaiba is currently 2-0-2. And so I feel like in the coming fights, he's definitely going to play a very big role in the team fight. So if he able to save the Varus and get his clutch ultimate, so to save his teammates, and if Hydra gets a really good ult with Nishastic and burst down Cassiopeia, mostly the Team PnX should be able to win. I mean, I can't really say that who will come out on top. Definitely it can be PnX, it can be NA. It's basically 50-50 as of right now. So I feel like PnX will try to target Unseen Blade as much as they can and try to shut him down. I feel like Hydra is just going to flash out onto the Unseen Blade, and so is Nishastic, and trying to take him down. And at the same time, Team PnX, Team NA is just trying to evade that engage and just go for the fight, front to back fight, where they can evade the Hydra and Nishastic. Then they can get the win as much as easily.
And Ash, speaking of speaking about the junglers in this game, we have both the both the junglers on either teams. But who is actually who has a farm that you need in this gameplay right now at this moment?
The junglers, I feel Shaiba has farmed amazingly. I mean, he's on around 120 farm. Meanwhile, Booshi has 92. But like I said, even in the last game, Hecarim basically, I'm very happy that Booshi has opted for the chem tank this time, other than instead of going for the 24. So he's basically gonna act like the tank engage, and Shaiba is trying to do much DPS as he can. So very different roles, but I feel like Shaiba has outplayed the early game and showed that he's the better jungler in the game. And Nishastic goes in for the fight instantly. I feel like the Hecarim is gonna go down instantly, and I feel like this PnX is gonna get the victory very easily in this team fight.
Yes, more and they're going for real mojo right now. Gets a double kill onto this gameplay, and right now Team PnX wants where they are. I mean, they technically wanted that badly, and they got it. So 10 kills onto Team PnX right now. They want Team New Balance where they want them to be, and right now this is the gameplay they actually were waiting for. So the same time, let's see.
That's a 4K gold advantage, and I feel like Shyboy wants to go for Nightmare, and he is gonna get the kill.
Nightmare! I think that's an ultimate pop tip.
Nightmare trying to hold on to his life, but he's gonna go down. Booshi is going in, but I don't think Booshi should be able to get any of the kills. Booshi might go down if he tries to, you know.
I mean, at the same time, behind, Unseen Blade gets that kill on Ashlyx. I mean, coming from behind. Let's see, there goes Unseen Blade again, going behind Scav right now. They're planning on getting the skill. Scav trying to get rid of that gameplay, but gets shut down. And there goes another kill right now. I mean, this gameplay is going back and forth, Ash. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, Unseen Blade for the rescue. I feel like there's a really good TP coming out from him, you know, trying to salvage the situation, getting those 2 kills, which Team NA desperately wants, because they don't want to, you know, give 4 kills just for that dragon. And I really love the fact that Team PnX didn't hesitate for 1 second. They just went in for that fight. They knew that if they just charged in and, you know, go for the kills, they can win the team fight, and they did just that and won it. So even in the coming fights, we can expect them to just charge in, and that's something that Team NA should look out for. Meanwhile, so many pings are coming out from both the teams. This is going to be another fight. A really good miasma coming out from Unseen Blade. They should be able to get back. There's no tower in the top side of the Team NA, so the chase is on, and we see Xiaoraven is trying, and that's a really good ultimate coming off from Cassiopeia, and that's going to change a lot of things. And a shutdown. Vladimir is going down, and Shyboy is able to take down, but Shyboy goes down as well. I mean, such an insane art coming off from Unseen Blade, and I feel like Scabby, that is Booyah, also should go down here. The Baron is spawning right now, and mind you, Unseen Blade is on Cassiopeia, which means Cassiopeia is really, really good on taking Baron, so they should be able to get the Baron as well. And that's a very big win for Team NA.
Exactly, and the score is up 12-12, and the net worth is also pretty much the same right now. Gameplay is going back and forth, and Unseen Blade back at it again in this game.
And there's another TP coming out. Nishastic is trying to TP, but I feel like Team NA just wants to get this Baron and just back out. They don't want to fight again because...
Oh, I think Nishastic might get caught right off here. And there goes Nishastic. Okay, and that's about it. I mean, I think Ashlyx... Okay, no.
Yeah.
I mean, getting picked off here is not the best move for them right now.
Yeah, I think they need to... The Team PnX has to take a step back and, you know, regroup themselves and, you know, come up with a better game plan. I'm not quite sure why they wanted to engage in the top side of the map. That was a very reckless jump from hydrã, just going all in. And mind you, very nice ult coming out from the Cassiopeia. Was able to get the ult onto hydrã and Nishastic and was able to turn the fight around. But I feel like they need to try to flank in a way that, you know, which is not very obvious, so that Cassiopeia or anyone can't get these stuns or snares onto them.
Exactly, and just one team fight could actually result in a huge disadvantage for PnX right now. So I think it's time for them to get back for a second and think, you know, what they should be doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, also the goal lead right now is there's no goal lead. It's the same goal both the teams has. So still, it's not anyone's game. Both the teams can, like, even the next team fight is just gonna come down to who plays it better. So just, you know, clear your mind, and I think PnX should just clear their mind and, you know, go for the next team fight in a fresh mindset. So I feel like the next team fight is going to happen very soon, because the dragon is going to be spawning in another 40 to 50 seconds.
Exactly, and let's get back into the game and see what's really happening here. Team PnX. I mean, we see no balance here, waiting for that kill on Ashlyx right now. Ashlyx do not know. Okay, they're actually coming right now. So Real Mojo going behind Ashlyx, they're planning on going ahead, but at the same time, another player from Team PnX is right back behind them. So both of the teams planning on getting this kill, and Nishastic going right in the middle of the gameplay. Okay.
Yeah, I think Cassiopeia is caught in the middle and should go down. This is not good for Team NA, but at the same time, Kaisa is free hitting, but of course, Team PnX is going to win. That's such a good team fight coming up from Team PnX. They were able to get everyone. I mean, they were able to nullify that Baron and get the Dragon at the same time. This is what I was talking about. If Hydra and Nishastic if Hydra and Nishastic take an approach where Team NA can't, actually defend themselves, it's just it's gonna be Team PnX fight. And unfortunately for NA, Unseen Blade got caught in the stun, so they were able to take down Blade, and that was the end for Team NA's fight there.
Exactly, and finally, if Team PnX wanted that whole team fight, and they got it. And right now, I think Team PnX knows what to do, but the game is still not over. So it's just one team fight away to see what to make a decision of who has that upper hand right now. I mean, of course, Team PnX has that upper hand, but let's see what's gonna happen. At the same point right now, Team PnX is Team PnX has to win this game if they want to go to match number 3, or else if Team No Balance pulls through like they did in the previous game, it might result of them winning the whole game. So whole tournament, to be honest. So let's see how Team PnX they could pull this off right how they want it to be, and then move into the third game.
Yeah, and also I have to point out that Nightmare is on one item currently. Kaisa is on one item, so the AD carry is not doing any damage. The whole of Team NA's damage is with Unseen Blade, with the Cassiopeia. So currently the team fight is boiled down to whether Team PnX can kill Cassiopeia or not. If they can kill the Cassiopeia, Team PnX win. If they can't kill the Cassiopeia, they lose. And we see another fight, Xiaoraven going and gets bursted immediately. Cassiopeia is TPing us. I don't think it's a good TP at all. Unseen Blade also should go down. Get a good dog, but I don't think it's gonna make any difference.
Ooh, Unseen Blade goes down. At the same time, there's another fight here. Nishastic going by Real Mojo right now, trying to get that double kill. Let's see what's... Oh, okay, there's a follow-up coming through.
Nice out coming from Booya, and I think he should be able to get Kaisa down. But Kaisa does escape the 1-to-1, and...
Team PnX coming back with those gameplays right now.
So that's I'm not quite sure what Raven was doing there, and the TP also was really out of place. And I feel like this is going to be an inhib tower for Team NA as Raven is back, so it's going to be a little bit difficult, but still it's a 4v2, but Team PnX doesn't want to take that gamble. They just back down, and currently the goal lead is 4.5k in favor of Team PnX, and it's looking good for Team PnX. I feel like they have found their mojo. The team fight is really good, and Unseen Blade, I have to say it's very good. Not flashing in the last fight after that TP, so he was able to hold down for the flash. So for the next team fight, it's gonna play a very crucial. So I feel the next Dragon is gonna come out in the next 1.5 minutes. So both the teams will go for it, and which will again, I feel like if Team PnX wins that fight, they should be able to get the win pretty easily.
I mean, it's still not over. I think is there a possibility? Is there a chance that Team No Balance actually could turn this whole game around?
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's not, the game is not in a state where Team PnX will definitely win. It's in a state where, again, Team PnX does have an advantage, but you can't guarantee their win in the next team fight, because Unseen Blade, if he survives the team fight, he's definitely gonna turn the team fight around, and because currently he's sitting on 3 items, he's doing a lot of damage.
So it's basically they could. I mean, Team PnX, the main objective should be picking off Unseen Blade, is it?
Yeah, definitely.
So let's see. It's gonna be another team fight here, and this could be a huge deal if Team PnX gets this team fight as well. So let's see what's gonna happen here. They're waiting for the is Nubalance trying to wait for the wait for the gank, or do they want to initiate, or does Team Nubalance want Team PnX to get that initiation on?
I feel like both the Team PnX is waiting until they get a good. They don't want to force. I mean, we saw if they try to force and if they get altered by Cassiopeia by 2 or 3 man, the team fight is gonna go in a bad direction. But okay, now this is gonna be a switch. Team PnX has opted for the Dragon, and Team NA is trying to go for the Baron, but Cassiopeia is coming, but I don't think they have enough time. Yeah.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure after this game, after this whole tournament, I'm pretty sure the next tournament is going to be between Navod and Navit. I'm pretty sure about that, and that's a match we could all pay and watch, to be honest. So let's see what's going to happen here. Going behind Shy. Okay, Shy Bar here. Okay, they get. Oh my God! So Shy Bar gets picked up. They're going behind Nishastic right now, trying to get another kill on Nishastic, but Nishastic trying to back away. He gotta use the flash and gets 1 kill, and that's about it. I mean, pretty much Nubalance did what they wanted, right?
Yeah, that was a really good pick off coming up from NA. Shy Boy going for that red buff, being a little bit greedy and pays the price for it. And so the NA wants to go for the Baron, but still, I'm not sure whether it will be that easy to pay. But
trying to get that fight off here.
The Vlad uses the pool, and I feel like he should go down. But yes, Vlad goes down, but Cassiopeia is doing a lot of damage right now.
And just trying to go behind here. Ashlyx. Ashlyx goes down. There's another kill, double kill on here. Oh wait, things are going. Unseen Blade actually killing off Scab also right there. I mean, Nubalance is getting pretty much ahead in this game.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a really good fight from Team PnX actually, because they were able to stop the Baron, and it was not a bad trade either. It was, I think, 3 for 3. So well played for Team PnX. They were,
just without I think the game. No, never mind. That's my bad. I thought they were short of 1 member, because I think they were short of 1 champion, because we saw him get killed before.
Yeah, they were short of 1 people, and
they were okay.
They were short of 1 people. It was a 4v5, and definitely Team NA took a lot of damage from the Baron, but still they were able to turn that around and stop the Baron, which is a very big win in my book.
Exactly, and they shouldn't be making any mistake right now, because that might cost them the whole game. And this is going back and forth, and we have no clue who's gonna win this gameplay. And the game is paused for a second. I think okay, there's a disconnect. Okay, there's a disconnect. So, I mean, the way it is going right now, Ash, we saw it going, back and forth, right now in this in this game. I mean, the next team fight, whom should Team PnX focus on?
Again, I feel like it's still the Team NA is holding the Cassiopeia. P for Cassiopeia win the game trump card, and PnX just wants to take that card away from Team NA. They just want to kill the Cassiopeia, and I feel like once you kill Cassiopeia, there's no way that Team NA is gonna win the team fight, because Kaisa is just 2 items, and she's nowhere near fighting and doing that doing that damage where they can win the team fight. So it's basically the entire thing depends on how well Unseen Blade positions and get away from Hydra and Nish and Ashlyx engage.
Exactly, and we see, I think it's Scab having 10 kills, while Unseen Blade also has 10 kills. So it's pretty much not just the kills as well. It's just that that's just a good momentum to the game as well.
Yeah, I mean, I really have to talk about Stav as well because Booyah, he's always been a secret carry for Team PnX, Team Black, even in the last series. Like you don't really see him doing much in the team fight, but he will be the one who is doing the most damage in pretty much every team fight. So he's basically like the unsung hero that team has, who carries the games.
Exactly, and I think this kind of like the fifth pause of the game right now, and I think there is so much situations going on Sri Lanka, and we saw not just this game, we saw some early games as well. There is a small connectivity issues happening from the player's side. So let's see. So right now we saw another player getting disconnected, right? Was that Booshi? Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, guys, you guys have been watching the Dell Gaming Academy face-off for League of Legends. Two of the Sri Lanka's most talked about teams will be fighting against each other, will be battling against each other. And those teams are Team PnX versus Team New Balance happening right here, right now. And the advantage of the first game goes to Team New Balance. And this is the second game. And right now, the way things are going, it's really hard to say which team will actually manage to win this gameplay. But obviously Team PnX is up to their toes right now. They're up their toes. They badly won this gameplay. If not, this will result of Team New Balance winning the whole tournament. So right now, Ash, getting into the point right now, Team New Balance has the advantage, and this is the second game, and if Team New Balance wins this, they win this. But if Team PnX wins the second game, which is going on right now, then they will be moving on to game number 3. But the way things are going on right now, what do you think could Team New Balance do to prevent that from happening and winning the whole tournament? What do you think they should be doing, and whom should Team New Balance could be focusing on the next team fight?
Yeah.
So I think there's a small connectivity problem on Ash's side as well. I think Ash would be here
Like
right
I told you,
now.
I think it depends on
Okay.
the very important.
Yeah. Are you here, Ash? Hello.
I think I must have.
Okay, I think there is a small connectivity. I think it will be all okay in seconds, and we'll be going back in the game right now with a 51k lead. Sorry, not a lead, but it's a 51k net worth lead onto Team New Balance, and 54k net worth lead on Team PnX right now, with 19 kills onto Team New Balance and 24 kills onto Team PnX right now. So let's see what's gonna happen here right now. They're planning on getting those kills, but at the same time, we actually need Ash here. Ash, you here? Okay, I think the okay, so it's probably a curse which is going on right now from the players to the caster. The connectivity issue comes right back here. So with Ash not here, Ash will actually connect in like few seconds. So let's see what's gonna happen here. They're planning on going for the kill. They're trying to take off Mojo here, but Mojo actually I think gets out of there. Gets out of there. So let's see what's gonna happen here. They're planning on going for the kills, but no one trying to initiate here. And as been said, Raven gets initiated, and at the same time there's gonna be a 3 versus 4 situation, and now it's a 5 versus 5 situation right now. There goes a kill by, and now Team PnX planning on getting those kills, and there goes a double kill on a Team PnX, and now they are back into this gameplay. They know where they want Team New Balance to be at, and now they had that double kill, which will get which will make them easier to get this dragon. So let's see. This was the Baron they could actually go for. So red team actually says the Baron. So right now they actually want to they want to push this gameplay into the victory. So let's see how this goes on. Nightmare here trying to get on Shy Boy, but Nightmare gets picked off, and there you see, guys. And now finally I think Unseen Blade gets pushed back. Oh, I think it was a good pushback onto Unseen Blade, to be honest. I mean, for him to get saved. I think Unseen Blade gets pushed back to his own favor. Okay, so now they're planning on going for the Dragon. Now it's a 5 versus 5. Sorry, 5 versus. It was a 5 versus 5 situation, but now it's like a. Let's see what's gonna happen here. So 28 kills on Team PnX. So Team PnX badly wants to go to that third game right now. They know that they can't afford to lose this game. So let's see how things are gonna be played at. So 60k net worth laid on to Team PnX right now. Team PnX wanting to come back for real in this game. Booshi trying to farm that wave. So mid getting pushed. So planning on pushing this wave up. I mean, they're planning on getting the tower here, and oh my God, we see another gank happening here. Royal Booshi actually going behind there, and the mid barrack actually. Mid turret, sorry guys, my bad. So mid turret actually goes down in this gameplay. They badly won those turrets. And now they go back, and now there's a team fight happening here. Real Mojo going behind Ashlyx right now, and at the same time Nightmare also goes behind Ashlyx. They're planning on getting those kills right now, and Team Noob Alliance getting pushed back here, shuts down and goes down. It's a double kill onto Team PnX. Team PnX has this in their bag right now. The comeback game has now just begun, ladies and gentlemen. Unseen Blade goes back into this gameplay. Hydra trying to focus on the turrets, and now the turret goes down. The second match is already been ended right now. The comeback was real, and that was an insane game we saw. And now GG is being called, and there you go. The second game goes to Team PnX, and now that means we'll be going on to a third and grand finale game. And guys, this has been Hela with the Dell Gaming Academy face-off with a 1-1 situation. Team New Balance gets the first match. Team PnX with a comeback game with an insane comeback. They win the second game, and now it's time for us to move to the third and final game. I mean, this is what we were talking about for so long. The two most anticipated and the two most talked about teams fighting, battling off against each other, and now it's what it is. So 2-1-1 situation. It's so Nubalance 1 and Team PnX 1. It's a final game happening off right now. So guys, stay tuned with us. We'll be right back with a short commercial break. We'll be right back with you shortly. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with you. Hi guys, welcome back to Dell Gaming Academy FACE-OFF for League of Legends, and two of the Sri Lanka's most talked about League of Legends teams will be battling off against each other, and that's Team Nobalance versus Team PnX. And right now we are up against the final game, and that's game number 3, because the Nobalance got the first game and Team PnX got the second game, and now Ash, we are about to go for the final match. I mean, this was not what I was expecting. I mean, it was really hard. I mean, we saw how the game was going on. I mean, we saw how it was going back and forth. But it was always in favor, not always, but it was at some point in favor of Team Nobalance. And then Team PnX managed to pull out their game, and they actually changed the whole scenario. And they actually managed to win the second game, Ash. So, what do you think about the whole incident?
Yeah, and it was very unfortunate that I couldn't spectate the last the team fight, and yeah. So I feel like definitely Team PnX was able to execute their combat, and the team fighting was much better. And going into the game, so I did say that the comp didn't really make sense for me, but they executed it much better than what I thought they would. And they somehow made the Kindred pick work for them. So kudos for Team PnX, and I feel like the momentum is with Team PnX right now. And so even the last time these two teams went against each other, it went to the third game. So even this time around, it's going for the third game, and it's definitely gonna be a match to watch for us.
Exactly, and with that being said, we are going to the final game for today. And right now, this match will be the match to decide which team would win the whole tournament. So right now, both the teams are equal, like it's 1-1. So it's a final game right now. So Ash, let's see what's gonna happen during the final game. And now it's a picking phase.
Yeah, so this time around, talking about the bans, Team PnX has gone for both the Cassiopeia and the Lysandra. So they have, they have identified Cassiopeia is also as a bandwidth. So they have banned 2 of Unseen Blade's picks. So I'm very excited to see what Unseen Blade will go from here. And we see the Lulu ban coming out from Team PnX, and from Team NA, the Rail and Javan, and this time around we see the Vlad ban as well for Hydra. So both the mid laners, both the mid lane champions that were picked in the last game is banned out. So we definitely are up to see what kind of picks that the mid laners will go for. And the Varus is being first picked by Booyah.
And the main question would be, like, would Unseen Blade play the same champion like the previous games?
No, the Cassiopeia is banned this time around, so he has to go for another champion.
Okay, so they do not. I think Team PnX do not want to risk this game, I think.
Yeah. So we see the Leona pick coming out from the Mojo. So definitely one of his favorite picks, and I feel like Nightmare will try to go for something like Aphelios this game around, because the Kaiser was not actually working for him. So he also has the Tristana. He's hovering around Tristana, and just both really good picks in the current meta. Oh, he goes for the Aphelios as expected. So I think that's one of the things that was lacking in the last fight, because the AD carry threat was not actually there, because it was all Unseen Blade, and this time around he wants to put on the carry shoes and do some heavy lifting as well. And we see Alistar being hovered by Team PnX and locked in. So pretty much the same bot lane that we saw from the last game. That's Varus and Alistar. A good combo, I would say. And I have to say Varus was doing a lot of damage, and I think he might have done the most damage in the last game. And Hydra gets his hands on the Kassadin this time around. So I think this is like one of the few times where Hydra is allowed to play his signature champion Kassadin in the mid lane. So I'm really excited to see what kind of carry performance he will put out.
Exactly. And moving on to the game again. So let's see what's gonna happen. So it's basically we saw the three bans and the three picks, and there are like two picks from either from both the teams to be picked up. I mean, any plan of any plan about the champions these players are these teams are planning on picking, Ash?
Yeah. So what's open right now is the jungler and top for both the teams. So they will probably try to ban the junglers, and we see the Kindred ban coming out from Team N. They're just saying, "No more Kindred for you, shy boy." And we also see the Urgot ban coming out from Team PnX. So we will see. There's one more round of bans to go. We will see probably. The Hecarim is open currently. I'm not quite sure why Hecarim is not contested at all. Probably both the teams have counter picks and play around the champion. And we see a Malphite ban coming out from Team NA because they really don't want to give Nishastic the Malphite, and the Rumble ban. Very interesting ban coming out from Team PnX. So I feel like Team NA will go for the jungle pick so that they can counter pick the top laner. And there are quite a few choices. The set is open currently, and yep, they go for the set. And Shybaya and Nishastic is out to pick. Hecarim is open for Shyboy, so is Lilia. So many of his picks are open. So, he's gonna go for the Nocturne. Okay. A very spicy draft from PnX, I had to say. And the last pick, the Volibear, the mighty Volibear. A good pick for Nishastic as well. And for Xiaoraven, I think the set might be going top. If that is the case, we will be seeing the final jungle pick from Team NA, which is Nunu and Willem. All right, so we have both the drafts on. Hila, what do you think?
Exactly. I was just thinking of the bans and the drafts right now. So at the same time, I mean, Volibear has been picked by Nishastic. I mean, any clue? I mean, I haven't seen that champion being played anywhere right now. But like, how is he being played? Like, is it a jungler?
He's a top laner, and you can play him in jungle as well. And he's actually a really good tank, and again an engager as well. And actually, Volibear was picked in the last few tournaments, and even he's viable in the pro meta as well. So it's not a bad pickup at all. I think, in fact, I think it's a really good pickup for Nishastic because Nishastic is really good on Volibear at the same time. And I have to say, the Nocturne and the Kassadin picks definitely make the PnX draft very, very exciting because you don't really see Nocturne and Kassadin being picked that much. And I think this is the first time I'm seeing Shyboy on Nocturne and also hydrã on his signature champion Kassadin in a final being picked. So definitely I'm out to see this mid jungle how this mid jungle for Team PnX will play out for. And also talking about the team in a draft, this time around Booshi has gone for the Nunu and Willem, and Booshi has played a lot of Nunu, so it's not something new for him. And Unseen Blade has picked up the Rise. Even in the last tournament, he played a very good Rise. So I don't think they have gone anything out of ordinary. They do have the Team NA also have the scaling factors game Rise and Aphelios scales really, really well. And they also have the Nunu, Set, and Leona for the good engagers. But at the same time, I feel like even though they have the drafting, they have the scaling draft, I feel like it's going to be very difficult for them to, go in for this team fight, especially because of this Nocturne and Kassadin and even Volibear, because they're just going to be jumping on you, and Aphelios and the Rise, and you can't really do much about that.
Exactly, and we'll see how things goes right now. It's a final game happening right now, and let's see if it's either Team New Balance or Team Phoenix would win the gameplay. And guys, it was an amazing and intense gameplay from the start up till now. We saw the Team New Balance winning the first game after a very incredible and very intense gameplay. With that comeback, and then at the same time on the second gameplay, Team Phoenix back to back came down and actually they won the game as well. So it's a second match been over with 1-1, and right now it's a final game happening. It's either gonna be Team New Balance or Team Phoenix winning, but it's actually really hard to say which team will win. But I'm pretty sure about one thing, Ash. I think you could agree on this. Despite the teams and the team players being played, I'm pretty sure the winning team, winning team captains as Abid and Navod. I mean, those people are the people who are gonna get so much happier in this gameplay rather than the players who actually play this game. So, let's see who's gonna win this. It's either gonna be Abid or it's either gonna be Navod. With that smiling happy face on. So let's see who's gonna have that sad face on like after this gameplay. I mean, that's pretty that's pretty dark the way I said it. I'm so sorry, guys. But Ash, yeah, anything you want to say?
Yeah, Hela. I mean, I'm very confused because I haven't seen many comments or posts from both Navod or Abid yet. I think both of them are waiting to see the final results before they start, trash talking or whatever they're gonna do. So it's gonna be there's gonna be a lot of content for you, for you to eat your popcorn and to see.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah. Despite watching the game, I'm pretty sure watching the chat would make you more interesting right now. But well, let's get into the gameplay as well. But Ash, just talking about the big game right now, we saw the picks from both the teams and we saw the bans from both the teams. Getting into this gameplay, what do you think? Who do you think who will actually do something to change in this gameplay? Example, if I give you, the junglers are pretty much stronger, but which jungler do you think would be really, which jungler should we actually fear more in the later process of the game, towards the ending? Which jungler should we be afraid of more with more farm?
I feel like definitely Shaiba is gonna be a very big threat because like I told, the team NA has opted for this double carry. That is, they have picked the Rise and the Philios to carry champions in both their mid lane and their AD carry position. So it's going to be very hard for them to play that with a Nocturne, because Nocturne is basically an assassin, and once he gets a hit, he's just going to one-shot you. He's just going to come to you flying and just one-shot you, and you can't really do anything about it. And there's going to be a Kassadin hovering around, jumping here and there. The moment he gets a chance, he's also going to jump on you. So it's going to be a very difficult task for Team NA to play this fight, like I told. And answering to your question, that is, Shaiba is definitely going to be a very big threat, and into even the mid to late game. But I feel like Booshi has the upper hand early game, so he has to look for this early game skirmishes and early game fights.
Exactly, and let's see what's going on right now. I think I see an emote going on.
I really hope it's not Loki emote.
No, I don't think so. If that's the case, then I'm pretty sure the people who get triggered would be an Amod or Abid. So that's a given. I mean, let's get in the game. I'm it's pretty exciting to see not just the game but the chat as well. I mean, Ash, I think it's time for you to pretty much get on Facebook chat as well. And speaking about the Facebook chat, guys, all you guys are watching us right now could follow up Gamer Sri Lanka. That's Dell Gamer Sri Lanka, our FB page. So guys, follow up that as well. And at the same time, there is the Dell Gaming Academy group. So follow that group as well for more information and for more streams and for more tournaments as well. Just follow up that page as well. So well being said that, Ash, it's time for you to get on the chat as well. There's so many things going on the chat, not just the game, and it's pretty exciting to see the chat right now. And
I don't want to get into the chat. I really don't want to get into the chat.
So I'm pretty sure. Okay, so Ash, I think let's get into the game then and see what's going on here. Pretty funny to see though, but it's okay.
Okay, so again, both the junglers have gone for the bot side start, and Nightmare is trying to get the level 2 first, and get some pressure onto this lane. But this time around, we see both the bot lane and top lane from Team NA has a lot of pressure, giving Booshi that space so that he can go for these invades and go for these cuttles early on.
Exactly. So let's see what's gonna happen here right now. Ashlyx also is with Scav here. Nightmare trying to get that aggro gameplay, trying to get that trying to harass Scav into getting pushed back behind the tower. Let's see, going on to mid lane right now. Hydra is also being harassed right now. I mean, at this point, I think I think Team Nobalance wants to push so much. I'm speaking of bot lane. Actually, they want to push so much right now. So what do you think their intentive is right now?
They really want to disrupt this Nocturne as much as they can. We see that they are going for this scuttle. They want to get this scuttle, and I'm not sure whether it's who gets it? Oh, actually, Nocturne gets it, even though this is gonna be bad for Team.
Let's see. It's a final match. I mean, we expected this. So let's see.
Yeah, there's a really good steal coming from Shaibai again. Making sure that he gets a scuttle. So good stuff all around. So and we still see the pressure being maintained from all the laners, and we see a big trade coming out, and Xiaoraven is going, and Nishastic is gonna get stunned, gets flashed, but he will go down. And Booshi,
first blood goes on to Team New Balance, and that's what he actually wanted.
Exactly, and just like I told you, the Booshi needs to make something happen in this early game, because Nunu is really good in these early game ganks, and because this is where he shines. And again, Booshi is coming in for another fight. Will Nish go down? This is going to be really bad for Nish. He uses the TP and goes down again, so he's going to miss a lot of CS as well. And that's just top lane being shut down right off the bat. So that's a really good. That's going to be really good for NA.
Exactly. I mean, if New Balance keeps on doing this, I think they have their game going on right now with 2
and
kills.
We see another gank coming out from Booshi. Booshi is really.
Exactly. And they're trying to go on to Hydra, and Hydra flashes out from there. I mean, that's kind of like a gang going bad onto their team. I mean, the best thing to do right now is keep these gangs going, but executing them properly is going to be a huge deal for their team right now.
Yeah. And we see they're trying to get on Booshi.
Oh my god, he got harassed here right now. He got caught back. There's gonna be another kill going on to Booshi, but Booshi gets back, and Raven gets pushed back, I think. He flashes out. Raven flashes out.
Yeah, that's both the TP used by Team NA, but they were not able to get anything out of it. But at the same time, Booshi escaping is actually
a huge deal, right? I mean, we saw 4 players actually moving on to 4 champions moving on to mid, trying to get that kill on Booshi, but Booshi managing to escape from there is a huge deal onto their team as well. Going on to the Dragon here.
Yeah, and
that. They're trying to go on to Ashlyx here. Ashlyx, and Nightmare gets stunned, but he managed to get that kill on here. And Unseen Blade with that mini health. He gets his health back right now. And Hydra, Hydra tries to escape there. He gets pushed back, and now he dies off. Wow, I mean, Booshi is trying to get those kills here. I mean, these guys are not stopping here, Ash.
Yeah, I mean, that's a. I feel like they wanted to. Oh my god! For the mini. And meanwhile, a good fight coming in top lane, and Nish will go down again. Like I told you, Nish is having such a bad time in top side of the map.
I mean, No Balance is wrecking them right now, but it's like, I don't know if I use the word correctly, but right now there's 5 kills onto them, and then there's like there is 2.6k net worth lead right now. I mean, it's not just the end of the game, it's just the start of the game, so it's pretty much hard to say what's going to happen later, later towards the game. But right now, New Balance has the Phoenix where they want them to be.
Yeah, and also I'm gonna point out one thing. I think hydrã could have been able to escape, but that
He got pushed. I saw. Yeah.
the blast con got pushed out, and it was very unfortunate. Real Mojo coming with a really beautiful stun, and there's gonna be a lot of damage onto hydrã. Hydrã should be able to bat. No, goes down, and that's a really good roam coming from Real Mojo.
Exactly. And on top of that, Unseen Blade getting the kill, I think is pretty much better, right?
Yeah, it's actually really good for Team NA because they want to get they want to get as much as skill onto these carries, and their top lane is doing really good. And now Rise is also off to a really good start, and Amphibious is also doing good. So basically, their lanes are up to the speed. Their lanes are doing really, really good. It's just they have to maintain this consistent. They have not. They don't. They just have to not throw the game, I would say, currently, because they're doing really good. But the thing's going to be a lot different once Shy Boy gets level 6. Shy Boy is level 6 right now. He has the access to his ultimate. So if the solo laners of Team PnX can set up for Shy Boy to ult and get kills, I feel like that's the next win condition that PnX will be looking out for.
And at the same time, Ash, there's a small question I should be I want to ask you. But at the same time, there's a fight going on mid lane. Okay, now I'll get back to my question. So now we've seen Unseen Blade like playing his game right now with that kills and with that farming. But at the same time, on the other team, we see this we see the mid lane player as well. But what do you think for Unseen Blade and the other mid lane player as I think is
hydrã?
That's hydrã, yeah. And hydrã, I mean, just Unseen Blade and hydrã. What do you think their item? From perspective of their itemization, what do you think? Which item would make them easier? To know that these guys will be wrecking them. Wrecking the other players in the later game. If you know what I mean, like their item which which result in that final gameplay.
I feel like. Both the mid lane champions are very high scaling champions, and they both kind of have a similar kind of itemization. When it comes to itemization, they both have kind of similar, if you know what I mean. And so whoever hits that item power spike first is just going to dominate. And I feel
basically the person who initiates.
Yeah. So I feel like currently Unseen Blade is much closer because he has already picked up the Lost Chapter as well. He's on 75 farm, and he just needs to maintain that
and not get picked off. Exactly. So let's see what's happening at top lane. We see Nishastic actually with Raven here trying to get that kill off here, trying to go behind Raven, but the creeps are right there.
Meanwhile, Team NA is getting the risk cuddle. Team PnX doesn't really want to do anything with that. They just want to back and give this the Rift Herald to Team NA because they know that their top lane is not doing well. The Raven has a lot of priority in the top side of the map, so they just want to give that out and try to get the vision in the boss side of the map.
Exactly, and at the same time, we saw mid lane. I think a champion was rolling a snowball. Like, what was that about? Was it like a stun or was it like?
Yeah, it's Nunu. Basically, he rolls the snowball and he can release the snowball also. But if the snowball hits someone, the champion is gonna get knocked up.
Oh, okay.
So they were able to use the Rift Herald, and I think they were able to get the turret plates also off on it, and currently the goal lead is around 3k in favor of Team NA. So good stuff coming out from Team NA after the last game. They have regrouped and they have thought about the draft much better this time around.
Exactly,
and I'm also, I have to say, I'm very happy to see Booshi, rising up to the occasion and making a difference in this game, because last two games we saw just Shy Boy dominating from early game to later game, just outshining Booshi. But this time around, Booshi, getting those gangs early on and making that difference in the early game, definitely, saying that he has the capability to go up against Shy Boy.
Exactly, and mistakes do happen, and at the same time, we learn from mistakes pretty much. no, those will actually, making mistakes will result us in a good way in the future matches. And at the same time, we see a gang here, not a gang actually, we see a fight here. Nishastic versus Raven here. Try Raven. There goes this. Okay, let's see what's happening here right now. Nishastic trying to get their kills on here and with that mini health, and there goes down. Hydra actually coming from the side, getting that kill on.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I think it's good that Hydra does get the kill. He has to use the flash, but at the same time, Nocturne was definitely gonna kill off the set because he was gonna ult. A little bit of miscommunication, but they were able to get the kill onto set, and it's definitely good that it's going on to Kassadin. It's definitely a huge plus point. They are trying to make something. Yeah,
I think Nishastic's main priority is the turret right now.
He's trying to get. He's trying to get much turret plate as possible, but I feel like Team NA is trying to go for some kind of a play in the bot side of the map. They are a little bit hesitant mostly because Nishastic and Hydra have the TPs, so it can be easily turned around.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what's going on here right now. So the first kill went on to I think Hydra from the Team PnX.
And
So
also they were able to close down the goal lead a lot. I think the goal lead currently is around only 2.4k, and they were able to get a lot of turret platings, and the kill onto the set helped them a lot actually.
Exactly.
But yeah, we will keep seeing that Nocturne trying to utilize his ult and go for these plays. I think that's something that we really need to that Team N actually have to really look out for, because whenever they pick a team fight in the lane, or when they go for a skirmish, Nocturne can easily join that fight with the ult.
Exactly, and the best part is this: a final game for Dell Gaming Academy FACE-OFF for League of Legends, and the first game was won by Nubaland, and the second game was won by Team PnX, and right now it's a final game going on, and this will decide the final victors of tonight. So let's see what's gonna happen here and the whole tournament. So that being said, we'll get back into the game. So right now the advantage is for Nubaland, and there goes I think Flash in right now going on there, and Unseen Blade gets knocked down by Hydra. I mean, that's a good pick off.
Yeah, that's what I told you. The team PnX is going to look out for those ult from the Nocturne, because it's going to play a very big role, and they again go for the tower dive.
There's going to be a tower dive, yes. There's going to be a tower dive.
And Xiaoraven is outplaying this tower dive. What? He's going to get the double kill. That's very well played from set in the top side.
What just happened there, Ash? I think we also, that was a tower dive, but at the same time the second kill getting picked off as well. That was really hard, really it was really
Yeah, I mean, it's very unfortunate for Team PnX because they were just able to get the kill onto the Rise, and I think it was an issue in the miscommunication, because Volibear wanted to go for that kill, but Nocturne didn't really want to go, and the slight hesitation cost them that 2-0 trade there in the top lane. So, and also Seth really played that really well and was able to save the tower as well. So again, a huge win coming out for Team NA in that specific trade.
Exactly. So let's see what's going on here right now. So Nightmare and Mojo trying to harass their way off here, trying to get that turret, trying to push back all the minions, trying to get told. So bottom lane, as you can see.
So the Nocturne ult is again back up. So I feel like they're just gonna prioritize killing Unseen Blade from here on. But Booshi is going all in. I don't think it's a really good idea for Booshi at all. He needs to flash, and that's a good are coming out from Leona, but I don't think they can catch up to anyone. Oh, that's really well played from Kassadin.
Exactly.
Turning that
Triple
fight
kill,
around.
Triple kill going on here. It's a triple kill right now. So in favor of Team PnX right now, planning on going behind Nightmare, and they're planning on getting another kill, and their Hydra is dominating right now. And 4 players down from Team Noob Alliance. I mean, this is what PnX actually wanted. This is what they wanted.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what Team NA was trying to do. You know, that was basically forcing way too much, trying to go into their jungle and trying to pick a fight. And Hydra played it really, really well. He was able to back, and he did go, and he was actually Hydra was able to cancel the Rise ult. Oh, Rise is back. They want to.
Oh,
pick a
Unseen
fight
Blade
here.
gets caught right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 3 versus 1 situation. Going behind Royal Booshi right now. Raj Booshi gets stunned back, and now he gets a tail back. Oh my god, what just happened there? Okay, there's a double kill going on there. I literally didn't see what just happened, but at the same time, he gets third kill. Real Mojo trying to flash out, but no. And there goes again. Team Noob Alliance, a quadra kill going on in favor of Team PnX. Wait, who gets the quadra kill?
It was Booyah. It was the unsung hero. He's just, you know, free hitting because no one is focusing him. He's all free, and I think that was a very desperate attempt from Team NA trying to go for that dragon. I really don't know why they want to do that, and they paid the price for it as well.
Exactly, losing 2 team fights it's really not the way to go for Team Noob Alliance right now. They need to up their game. They need to know what to do in the next team fight.
Oh, TPR coming up from Kassadin. They want to get the kill onto this Aphelios. I really don't think Aphelios can do much, and there you go. Kassadin is just one shot.
God-like right now. I think Hydra is kind of like unstoppable right now. Hydra getting 7 kills. Is up his game right now. Oh, I think there's a pause. So, I mean, Ash, what do you think, Ash? How do you think his game is going so far in favor of?
Yeah, so Kassadin is up 7k somehow. I think mostly because of the last 2 team fights, he was able to get around 4 to 5 kills on those 2 itself. So getting 7 kills, now he's going to back and probably get another item. So it's going to be a very big threat, and I don't think Aphelios can do anything about it. Aphelios can't even walk up in team fights because Kassadin is just going to jump on him, and Aphelios will go boom. And then there's Nocturne as well. So it's going to be a very difficult job for Team NA to go for these team fights because of the Nocturne and Kassadin threat. So it's we have to see how Team NA take a step back, rethink their choices and what to do on these team fights. I feel like they have to go for some of the skirmishes where they get the vision and pick one or two from PnX and get a small lead and go up from there.
Exactly, and I think there's a disconnect going on, and now I think he connected back into the game again.
Oh, this is really good. Xiaoraven should be able to get a kill onto the Booyah right now.
Exactly. Raven actually getting. I mean, pretty much Noob Alliance had this whole game in their backpack, but turns out Team PnX actually managed to pull through and get 2 team fights consecutively. I mean, that was a huge accomplishment on their side, and they actually took pretty much advantage here. But the next team fight actually would decide which team has the advantage right now. So 2 team fights back to back. I mean, Team PnX, that was a hell of a game.
Yep. So Team PnX, they're in a really good position to force and take the team fights. Kassadin is 7-5, and they can do whatever they want right now.
Oh!
The Nocturne uses the ult. I don't think it's a good idea. Set is gonna go in. Shyboy might go down. No, he does not.
Oh, he flashes out, and at the same time he's getting back, but he gets picked off here. And there goes Cap as well. There's a double kill on there. And now, oh my god, Team PnX, 3 of their members gets wiped out here, and Noob Alliance get that upper hand in this gameplay. I mean, it's actually going back and forth. I mean, Ash, I'm just asking you, Ash, was that supposed to happen? Like, going behind a turret and trying to fight off there, was that a mistake?
Yeah, that's definitely a mistake. They're not. I don't. I have no idea why they want to. I mean, if you're going up against the Aphelios, it's fine. But you're going up against it who has a lot of resistances and who can tank up a lot of times. So I have no idea what they were doing. I feel like both the teams are just taking turns on throwing the game. So
Exactly. I mean, the game is so good right now, and then it's the game is being thrown back and forth here. I mean, trying to get those kills recklessly is not the way to go, but at the same time, it's completely fine. The game is still under, it's still under, both the teams. I mean, they could
Yeah.
figure out something to do.
yeah, and also I have to say there's a really good cheeky Baron coming out from Team NA. I don't think Team PnX had any idea that NA would go for that Baron. So that's actually a really big win coming out for Team NA getting that Baron. So they should be able to get a couple of towers with this and try to push their lead. So they already have around a 3k around a 3 to 2 to 3k lead. So if they can extend this by getting some of the towers, it's going to help a lot in the coming team fights. And the reason why I was not sure why Team PnX went for that fight is because Kassadin is 7-2 and Kassadin was nowhere near the fight. Basically, Team PnX try to regroup around the Kassadin and try to play around the Kassadin because he's the main carry. He's the one who's doing the damage right now. So I don't know why they want to take that team fight, and I feel like the next dragon is gonna be the dragon is gonna spawn and it's gonna be an ocean, and I don't think Team PnX wants to fight for this. They just want to give this dragon up because they already have 2 dragons secured for themselves.
Exactly, and at the same time, I think these two teams might, they could do something really interesting here and try to stick together and gank. Because that'll be like a good, like, or else catch someone off guard, like one of their cores, or maybe it's easier for them to make their decisions.
Yeah, actually,
After
this is even though this is good from Team PnX. They know that there's no way that they're getting this dragon because Team NA have the balance, so they push a huge wave in the top side of the map. So that's a lot of XP and minions gold denied from Team NA, despite Team NA having the Baron buff. So I think that's a very good map rotation coming out from Team PnX, understanding the situation that they are in and making the best out of it.
Exactly. I know, and Ash, like, if you were playing for if you were playing for Team PnX, what would you do right now?
Team PnX.
I'll get back to Team New Balance as well, but right now, if you were playing for Team PnX, what would you want to do right now, like, in your perspective?
I feel like Team PnX still can win team fights if they coordinate. If Hydra and Shybai coordinates really well, they just have to shut down Aphelios, because I feel like Aphelios is doing a lot of damage right now because he's 4-1 and he has already got 2 items on himself. So if they can coordinate and kill Aphelios very early onto the team fight, they should be able to walk away with the team fight win. So coordinating that and making that happen is the priority for Team PnX.
Now the same question applies to the other team as well. So what would you do if you were on the opposite team? That's Team New Balance.
Making sure Kassadin doesn't do his thing, because Kassadin is 7-2. Anyone who he jumps on, he's gonna do a lot of damage. So shutting him down, getting some CC on him and shutting him down is the priority.
Oh, they're planning on going to Nishastic right now. The whole team actually goes to Nishastic. Nishastic will he go down right here? He flashes out. It's kind of like a fair gank, but it's totally fine. As long as they got a turret. But let's see what's going on here.
Yeah,
they're planning for the second turret.
The Baron buff has run out, so
Nishastic is so trying his level best to get back. And finally, there goes one goes down. They're planning on going for
that's a
Ashlyx
really
now.
good Booshi.
And 2 gets killed off by Team PnX. Team PnX is a little bit down in this moment right now.
Yeah, I think that's such a big mistake. Nishastic trying to take that recall in front of Team NA. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking there. He got punished. Team NA was able to force onto that and was able to get a couple of kills. And Booshi, with his amazing snowball, he was able to get it onto Varus and get the shutdown. So they should be able to get this inhib tower and the inhib as well. So big win coming out for Team.
Exactly, and I think that's a good accomplishment for Team Nubalance, getting their turret and getting back as well without getting any of their players killed right now, champions. So I mean, at this point, can we do we see this? I think no, Team PnX is actually chasing off here, trying to get the kills off, gets the first kill on this hit. Unseen Blade goes down as well. Nightmare is on a killing spree here, trying to get those kills.
Catherine is gonna do so much damage, but Nightmare is alive.
Oh, it's alive. Yeah. Oh my God, Nightmare is alive, and there goes the double kill as well. And wait, what just happened there? Team PnX, 4 of them getting killed. I think Team No Balance, Team New Balance, 2 of their champions are remaining here, and 1 of the champions of Team PnX. So wait, it's a how do you say wait? It's basically in favor of Team No Balance right now.
Yeah, it's in favor of Team No Balance, but I have to point out the fact that okay, they don't see the volley there. So I have to say that I think Team PnX forgot the carry is not Blade, it's Nightmare this game. Unseen Blade is not actually having a lot of he has only 2 items and he's a lot behind compared to the other champions, and it's just basically Nightmare is doing most of the damage. So they use their ability. The Nocturne goes on to Unseen Blade, and even the Hydra's first jump is used to close the gap onto Unseen Blade. So they use everything on Unseen Blade. And then
I think Shy Boy is getting caught here, but I think he flashes out as well. And at the same time, they're going behind Hydra. I mean, exactly. This is actually good here. I mean, they do not want to get the kills off here. They do want to stick around and maybe end the game like they did before. They're planning on getting.
They are trying to go for the Baron. I'm not sure whether that's the best idea. Oh, Team NA Team PnX wants to trade the Baron off to the Dragon. They want to get this 3rd Dragon, which will put them in Soul Point. So not bad altogether. Again, trying to understand the situation and going for it. And Team NA, are they going for a base race? Are they going for the base? I don't think they can.
I mean, we see them pushing the top lane right now. I mean, would we see the final gank here? Would we see the final fight here, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, it'll be the final fight or not. Let's see what's gonna happen here. It's gonna be a 5 vs 5 situation, and it's a game number 3. The first game being won by Nublan, second game is won by Team PnX, and it's a final game. And they're trying to rush, and now they get back. I think they knew, like, it was the wrong move to do. Is it?
Yeah, it's a good call actually. I don't see a reason why they want to force the Nexus towers like that, because it's impossible to get the Nexus tower, and if you try to dive, you're gonna get hit by 2 towers, which is gonna do a lot of damage. So it's not the best call to go for a dive.
I mean, if they were planning on going, I think it would be a throw. Is it another throw?
It would be a very big gamble. I mean, it could go either way, but they will be taking a very big gamble because they're doing good. They have the Baron. They can just push the mid, push the bot, push the lanes, and get so much more than just going for that 50-50 fight.
Exactly, and now they are going for the tower as well. That's a turret as well. So let's see if they could get the turret, or if Team PnX could do something differently in this gameplay. They're rushing into this gameplay, fighting among each other, shutting down people. And right now, Team Nubal has 2 players goes down, and Team PnX actually doing a great job here, trying to get those kills back. And guys, I think Team PnX has the upper hand right here. They're planning on getting those kills. 4 players down, 3 champions down. And none of the champions from Team PnX goes down.
Yeah, actually, that's what I was talking about. This was very well played from Team PnX because they did understand what their winning condition is. That is just killing Nightmare. And both Kassadin and Shy Boy was able to use their cooldowns on to Nightmare and Aphelios, and was able to get the kill. And after that, it's just their team fight to take. I feel like Team NA needs to understand that they have to do a better job at protecting their carries and giving more space for the carry so that they can do the damage. And I know it's a very tough job when there's a Nocturne and a Cassidy in the other team who can just jump onto you, but at the same time, that's what it takes for you to win this best of 3 series. And again, the goal lead is basically, I don't see much of a difference in goal lead, and it's 30 minutes into the game, so it's either of the team to take the victory home.
And not much of difference of the kills as well. And this is going back and forth, Ash. I mean, it's pretty much hard for us and the viewers as well to say who's gonna win this game. Because right now, I mean, early off we saw how New Balance was up their game, and the mid game we saw how Phoenix was up their game, and now again New Balance, and yet again Phoenix tries to come back to their feet right now. It's going back and forth. I mean, it's pretty much hard to say who's gonna win this game, but let's see what's gonna happen throughout the final fight. I mean, right now it's kind of like an equal gameplay, is it?
Yeah, but at the same time, I think Team PnX has a better idea on how to win the team fight, because they can just jump onto Aphelios, and if Aphelios dies, it's an easy team fight win for them. And the thing that I don't understand is why Team NA wants to group. Like the moment the Nocturnals, they try to group, and which gives a really good opportunity for Cassidy to just jump, because basically when he jumps onto a place, good dodge comes from Nightmare. I feel like it's a little bit.
I think Nishastic gets caught here, trying to go on here. Nishastic go down, and now it's Ashlyx. So I think Ashlyx also, okay, what's really happening here? Let's see. And there's going to be a 2 versus 1 situation here. Raven getting called back. Raven getting stunned also. He's getting pushed back as well at the same time. And he gets a double kill there. 2 kills, 2. Okay. It's a 3 versus 3 situation. I think they're planning
Cassidy goes down as well, and Nightmare is still standing.
Oh, would it be possible for them to get the turret now?
I think they should be able to get the mid lane tower, because the life stealing is going to heal Nightmare to the full health, and Cassidy is going down. It's just going to cost them a lot. So they should be able to take this tower, and they also should be able to take the inhib as well. And I think they should be able to get the topside inhib as well, but they don't want to overstay because the dragon is coming, and they don't want to overstay and give the kill. Throw the game again.
I mean,
and yeah, and
I think pretty much Nightmare did a good thing there, getting that turret also and getting back.
Yeah, and also I feel like the way that Team NA can win is for them to engage first. If Team NA engage first, it's very hard for Team PnX to react and just to get a proper engage onto the Aphelios. So they just have to try to use their cooldowns in a defensive way. And that's going to give a lot of opening for Aphelios and Rise to do the damage. So I think going on, they will try to engage before the Team PnX finds a better engage.
Exactly. I mean, it's basically the person who catches off, it's basically the team which gets caught would make not a great deal, but I think what I was trying to say just went out of my mind. I'm so sorry. But let's see what's going to happen here. I mean, New Balance trying to roam around, trying to catch someone off guard here. And now the Baron is up again. I think, would they be planning on going for Baron now?
Yeah, the Baron is up, and also there are 2 inhibs down from Team PnX. So
oh my god, I think if they are trying to go for the Baron, I think it's going to be a wrong move here, right, Ash?
It depends. If they can pressure the 2 lanes as much as they can, and if they can go for a very fast Baron, I don't think.
I mean, they know. I think they know about the Baron here. Team New Balance still trying to get that Baron off. At the same time, oh my god, Unseen Blade gets picked off by Hydra, and now the team is getting. Oh my god, okay? There's a double kill on here. Let's see what's gonna happen. There's triple kill on here, and
Team PnX is gonna win that team fight very easily, and should be able to get the Baron as well. Meanwhile,
I mean, literally, we saw that coming miles away. I think that Baron kill, like New Balance trying to get that kill on Baron here. I think was the kind of like the wrong move here. I think Unseen Blade getting picked off by Hydra was like the main thing I think for them to actually lose their whole disadvantage, right?
Yeah, definitely. And also, I have to say that I'm not quite sure. I think there was a big issue in the communication between Team NA, because Hydra wanted to go up against Shy Boy and Hydra, but Nightmare was on the other side of the fight, so the focus was split. So which gave an opportunity for Hydra to just jump on Unseen Blade and just one shot on Unseen Blade right then and there. And Unseen Blade is huge right now. He's 12 for 7. He has a he's basically full build right now, and his Magi Soul still also almost full stacks.
Exactly.
So it's gonna be very hard for not to get one shot from the Kassadin. So
it's a final game as well. Team Nubalance already won their first game, and Team PnX won their second game. It's gonna be a best of 3, and the final game is right now, and it's already up their gameplay. So there is not much net worth lead, not much kill lead as well, but the game is being dragged around, going back and forth towards both these teams. So let's see which team will emerge victorious in this gameplay. And I think Team PnX is trying their maximum effort to actually try to get a pick off here. Getting their turret here. They're trying to go for the mid turret as well.
And the fact that Volibear can disable the tower is just give very big a lot of playing room for Team PnX to get a fight on the tower, because Volibear can shut down the towers and for momentarily, and they can have the team fight the way they want. So it's a big threat. Yeah, huge advantage. So the team, and that's why I think they wanted to give the outer tower as well. And actually, it's really hard for Team NA to win these team fights unless they try to get a good engage onto one of the members of Team PnX.
Exactly. So let's see what's going to happen here. Team PnX trying to harass so much right now. They want that mid turret, but at the same time, they do not want to risk their whole sacrifices right now. They want to initiate properly and execute the game properly rather than go one by one and get picked off here. So let's see what's going to happen. I think Team Team PnX actually wants to back off here and wait for another pick off, right?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, they're waiting for a gank right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's been the war.
There's a TP coming out from Kassadin as well. Both the teams want to go for this Ocean Soul, because whoever gets the dragon will get the soul as well. And Team
they're trying to fight here.
Oh, here comes the fight. Nocturnal is coming down, and
Hydra is on a rampage as well, and they're planning on getting a kill off here. Scav is actually trying to harass so much actually, and Nubalance falling off. 3 players on their team, and 2 of their players are remaining, and 1 champion goes down as well. And now it's a team wipe, ladies and gentlemen. Nubalance team wipe, and now we will actually see Team PnX trying to get those turrets right now. It's gonna be the final gameplay as well. 30 seconds, 34 seconds, 37 seconds, and 43 seconds on the line. Do we have a final winner? GG's call. Team PnX will emerge victorious in this Dell Gaming Academy face-off, ladies and gentlemen. Team PnX finally wins the 3rd game after a very long, intense battle, and now we see the winners of Dell Gaming Academy face-off between Nubalance and Team PnX. After a hell of a game, we saw the first game being won by Team Nubalance and the second game being won by Team PnX, and the 3rd game, Ash, was going back and forth towards both the teams, but finally Team PnX showed that they are victorious in several ways, and now they actually did a hell of a job in the final team fight. But honestly, that was an intense and an awesome gameplay to watch, and at the same time Nubalance also did a great job at that final moment, trying to do in there so many ways, trying to get that victory as well. So Ash, what do you think of this final gameplay?
Yeah, I mean, the history has repeated itself. Team PnX was able to bounce back from that first loss and, get the second and third game and, get that series for themselves. And I have to say, Hydra played really, really well. And even the last team fight, he was able to kill. I think he was able to get the kill onto Unseen Blade early on. Then he was able to get the kill on Nightmare. So
I
getting
mean,
both the carries by himself, it's just amazing.
Ash, just stopping you for a second, Ash, we could see how happy Abid is just from that picture, right? I mean, just from the picture like this, we could see Abid, and we don't actually have to see him right now. We could actually see this picture right off this screen, and just imagine how he must be happy all this game time. And it's an amazing gameplay to watch. It was an intense gameplay as well, Ash, and that's just it, Ash. So I mean, back to you, Ash. Like, just a final short fact and short answer. Like, what do you think about that final gameplay, and what do you think about the tournament as well?
So I mean, Team Vanguard going up with his team, like it's definitely gonna be. We all know it's gonna be a very exciting best of three season. Both the times these two teams has gone against each other. Both the times it has gone for best of three, and both the times Team Black has come on top. And but this time around, it was pretty. It was a lot intense than the last time. It was very, very close. We saw the last game. It was Team NA was winning certain fights, and then TPNS was winning certain fights. It was just, I would say, it's a game of inches. The last game, it was literally game of inches. So, I mean, I'm very excited to see next time when this two teams, when they meet against each other, how they will play out. But this time around, it has been such a pleasure to watch how these two teams played the entire series.
Exactly. And guys, that was one of the Sri Lankan best mid lane players of League of Legends. Just talking, and that's Ashik Salit, also known as Ash. Ash, thank you so much for joining with us today, Ash, and for helping us cast this entire game as well. Thank you so much, Ash, for that lovely casting as well. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off today with Dell Gaming Academy face-off for League of Legends. And guys, our final victor for today, that's Team PnX. Congratulations, epic game and intense gameplay by Team PnX, emerging victorious in this League of Legends grand finale. And guys, and Nubalance as well, well played, epic gameplay, intense gameplay to watch as well. And throughout the entire time, it was so intense. I'm back on my feet as well. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off. But tomorrow, you guys will be saying the Dell Gaming Academy face-off of Dota 2, and that's also going to be a hell of a gameplay. You guys should be tuned in as well. So with that, this is Jia signing off for today, and thank you so much for all the referees in charge for today, all the production crew members who were planning everything from behind, and Dell Gaming Academy for giving such an awesome and organizing such an awesome tournament and bringing all the players together to fight among this entire time. And thank you so much for that. And this has been Jia signing off with Dell Gaming Academy. See you guys tomorrow, and stay tuned for Dota 2 upcoming for tomorrow. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.